Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and face the ring? Remove your hats for our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless America! Ladies and gentlemen, Strong Tower Contracting, Mindfulness, Holistic Wellness and Healing, and Martin Poland's Auto Body and Collision present Doghouse Promotions Golf Hazard Summer Smackdown 3. We welcome those in attendance here tonight and those watching on pay-per-view at fights.platformvideo.live. 18 bouts are on the card tonight featuring boxing, kickboxing, and mixed martial arts. All fights are sanctioned by the West Virginia State Athletic Commission. Leon Ramsey, chairperson. Our Chief Deputy Commissioners, J.P. Stevens at ringside, in charge of all officials at this event. Our referees tonight are Robert Riley and Matt Jones. Our judges are Doug Robinson, Jonah Koger, and Cheston Roberts. Our scorekeeper is Barry Robinson. Timekeeper is Laura Stevens. Our inspectors are Al Arnold, Terry Van Buskirk, Bruce Runkle, and Cameron Chervenik. For all those watching at home, are you ready? For those here at ringside, are you ready? It's been a long time coming, so
Lay it right there, they can wipe the feet off on it. Yeah. It's okay. Lay it right there on the tarp. That can be the initial. Over here. Wipe your feet off.
Looks like he finally trains at a combination boxing gym. He's a former tough man champion.
And his opponent, I actually know well, Calvin Dixon. I think you know him as well.
I do know Calvin, and I do know his trainer is one of the best I've ever been in the ring with. So
absolutely,
he should be well conditioned and well ready to go.
The famous Sam Jones.
Sam Jones is
Sam Jones Gym over in Gloucester, Ohio. Matter of fact, it's the oldest gym in America.
Oldest gym in America. He's probably the best trainer. I know he's the best trainer in the state of Ohio, but probably the best around the tri-state area.
Oh yeah, he's great. And I can tell you this: every single thing I know, I learned from Sam Jones.
And I also trained with you, so I know you taught me some of his old tricks too. So
we just trading them off, right?
Which I teach some of my guys as well.
Okay, I think they're getting close. You know, one of the issues here is the fact that, you know, it's wet out here, but they've done a great job getting everything prepared. And now as the fighters go from the dressing room to get into the ring.
There lies the issue. People don't understand. When we're watching on TV, the issue is we've got guys walking to the ring with plastic bags on their feet because they're coming from the locker room. And the Gough Hazard is it's a driving range on the edge of a golf course here, so it's all grass. And the fighters have to come from the locker room to the ring through the grass, so you can't walk in the ring with wet feet. It's going to be a long night.
It would be a disaster. So we'll battle that all night, but you know what? We'll be okay. I think the toughest part is behind us already.
The sky has opened up. It's very pretty right behind us, and looks like all the dark clouds are moving the other way. So.
Hey, we did things tonight we've never done before. We were construction workers. I mean, this big, wonderful roof that's over top of us was filled with, I would say, hundreds of gallons of water, and looked as though it was maybe going to burst onto the ring.
Yeah, there was one place, and it definitely looked like it was about to pop.
And everybody jumped in, and we got the water off the tarp. The rain is gone. It's dry. The ring is dry. The ground that our feet is setting on is not, but that's not important.
We're sitting on cardboard boxes, so hopefully those are tuned out for the night, but we're definitely sitting on cardboard boxes right now. All right, we got Calvin Dixon in the ring finally here.
Yeah, the fighters are in the ring. We have Calvin Dixon out of the blue corner.
Introducing first, fighting out of the mindfulness, holistic wellness, and healing red corner, weighed in at 180 pounds.
You know, Mike Shepard at Doghouse Promotions has done a really good job of getting this together. He's put a lot of time and effort into this, and I know the weather was awful today. I was on my way here from the hotel, and I couldn't hardly see the road. It was raining so hard. But
yeah.
They did an excellent job of getting things ready.
87 pounds. He's trained by the legendary Sam Jones at Sam's Gym. He's from Gloucester, Ohio. Please welcome a 2018 Parkersburg Tough Man champion, Calvin Dixon.
All right, here we go. And give them the instructions, and then we'll get down to action.
All right, calling the action inside is referee Robert Riley, veteran of many, many years.
Well, Calvin's orthodox, and
the Wild
Taylor
Boar
Boar is fighting from southpaw stance.
Should be interesting.
You can hear Sam now from the side trying to make sure that he stays away from his power shot.
Absolutely, always want to stay on the outside.
Working to the left,
lead foot on the southpaw. Both these guys, tough man champions. Should be a pretty good even match.
And they look like tough guys.
Both of them look real strong. Good straight left hand by Boar.
Yeah, Calvin needs to make sure he stays tight here.
Excellent body shot.
That was a great body shot.
There he is. There you go.
Boar walking him down.
He is, and Calvin's going to have to hold his ground here eventually.
Got to stay moving to the left. Lead with that left hand. So
We all know sitting here.
Busy.
Yeah, and you know Joe's sitting here. He's a southpaw, and we know for Calvin what he's going to need to do is try to get outside that lead foot. But what Calvin's doing a little bit is he's stepping with his lead foot, but he's got to bring that back foot with him.
Right. A lot of times, you know, there's jabs aren't really effective on a southpaw that's the same height as you. You either got to leave that left hook or lead with your right hand.
Well, there's a good left hook right there by Calvin.
Absolutely.
And he is getting to the left side. Now, see, what he needs to do here is just step back out, go back out to the center of the ring, and reset. Good right hand by Calvin.
Beautiful right hand. 10 seconds left in the round.
That's it. Step up and seal off is what he needs to do here.
Oh, good combo. Good combo by Wild Boar here. End of the round.
Hey, that was a good round.
Excellent first round. Good action.
These guys are going to have to be in shape.
Absolutely. Calvin looked like he was gassing a little bit there, but he looked like he caught his second win.
Well, we both know that when a guy's pressuring you, I'm telling you, that heart rate goes up.
Yeah, and you know, they're both tough man fighters used to fighting 1 minute rounds.
Exactly.
These are 3 2-minute rounds, so there's definitely a change here from a cardio perspective.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's the hardest thing for these guys to adapt to.
I remember we didn't have these opportunities. You know, I turned pro in 2004. I remember I won my last Tough Man Championship on February the 7th of 2004. It was my dad's birthday. That's how I remember it. And I turned pro on April the 14th. So I went from 1 minute rounds to 3 minute rounds in 2 months' time.
Yeah. Well,
Gary and I got
Joe
lucky.
and I
We came up in the amateurs.
I never in my life did anything short of 3 minutes.
Yeah, we did some 2s. They had they went through this like season where it was like 5 2s and then 3 3s.
See, and I think that's a good thing. I'm so old that they didn't know anything other than a 3 back then. But, you know, it prepares you. I think that 2 minute to 3 minutes is a pretty good progression.
Good action here to start the round.
Yeah.
Oh, good straight left body
I'll tell you
shot.
what, man.
Counter right hand by Calvin Dixon there.
I think Calvin needs to tighten up.
Yeah.
Good left hand. Calvin's a little wild, it seems like. His hand's a little wide.
I'm going to tell you, this other kid does look like he's in pretty good shape.
Absolutely.
And as Joe said, I think that 2 minutes is starting to take its toll.
I've never met a guy from Sam's Gym that wasn't as tough as Pine Knot, though.
Yeah. He's trying to push through, no doubt.
Absolutely. Good action. Good action.
Yeah. Calvin needs to bring his feet with him a little bit.
Boar looks pretty poised in there.
He really does. That kid's he's strong.
Not sure how many fights he's had, but he looks pretty seasoned through the tough man ranks.
There was a great straight left hand by Boar.
Absolutely.
That caught Calvin flush. And
Calvin's gassing a little bit, looks like.
he is.
His 2 minute rounds are wearing him down.
He's catching some good shots.
That was a beautiful straight left.
This kid's strong.
Very strong kid.
There's Calvin trying to push through.
Calvin's he's trying to push through, but I'm not sure how much is behind those punches at this point.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's for Calvin, it's just all heart.
This is all heart right now. It's all grit and determination.
Because I think the other kid thought he had him, and now he's sitting here thinking, Jesus Christ, where'd this kid get this power from?
Absolutely.
You know?
For putting on this event tonight, remind you the Doghouse Gym t-shirts are on sale just behind the ring here in $20 a piece.
Excellent crowd.
Hell of a crowd. It is. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I'm not amazed. I'm tickled to death because I was worried. I was worried for him. And
first fight back, everybody's had the whole COVID thing last year where all the shows were done. There was nobody allowed in attendance all last year from boxing. Up to this summer, this is the first show in Parkersburg where they've allowed to have spectators.
Right.
So I think everybody's just excited to be out of the house and back mingling around. And the mask mandates are lifted and social distancing's all gone. And
Maybe they get a little bit wet, you know?
yeah,
They'll be all right with it.
they don't mind a little moisture.
Well, we got the first one in the books here in just a second. You get the decision, and we'll start to set it up for fight number 2.
1 down, 15 to go. Here we go. We're going to the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. It goes to your winner, fighting out of the Mindfulness Holistic Wellness red corner.
Taylor, the Wild Boar, is your winner on a split.
That's a good decision.
And Gary, you called it. I mean, the first round could have went either way.
Yeah.
Second round was obviously the red corner, and the third round was obviously the blue corner.
Calvin pushed through the wall in that third. Yeah. It wasn't pretty, but the other guy backed up and didn't do much. He didn't answer much. So
good fight. Good first fight to start the show with.
Good fight.
For those of you who don't know online, my name is Adam Collins. I was formerly known as the Atom Bomb, and I'm sitting with Gary Wolf here. Veteran professional boxer and trainer, manager, promoter.
And so were you.
We've done it all together.
Yeah.
I actually had the privilege of watching Gary win a state title at 41 years old. then he trained me for 3 fights, and then I actually fought on the same show with him in 2017. So we were in this business a long time.
Long time.
And I was a late bloomer. I got started late, but
you were a great athlete, though. That's what makes it easy.
I appreciate it. We had a good time.
That's what I tell everybody. I really wasn't a good athlete. I just started young.
Yeah, you just started young. Well, I still remember, I trained down around the Huntington, West Virginia area quite a bit. And I remember training at the VFW and actually finding one of your old boxing uniforms and bringing it to you.
Yeah,
VFW
you did.
days.
I've got it. I still
That's
have
awesome.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like fight 2 is coming to the ring. The blue corner is already in the ring now.
So we got Bad Matt Adams.
And Tyler May.
Yep.
Tyler May's out of Ripley, West Virginia. This will be his heavyweight MMA debut. Fights out of the Doghouse Gym right here in Parkersburg, West Virginia, under the training of Mike Shepard.
Well, we do have some information here on Bad Matt Adams. He wrestled in high school. He was a state and national champ.
Wow.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. He's got a 1.5-year-old daughter. And she's at home watching, so she's listening to us right now.
He looks like he's got veteran trainer and fighter Justin the Teddy Bear Navari in his corner.
Said he came to put on a good show and have some fun. And really, that's what I always tell the fighters when we come out. Hey, man, just have fun.
Have fun. That's what. And it's so funny you say that because that's what I tell all the tough man guys. Is listen, keep straight punches, throw it down the middle, and just have fun, man. Have a good time.
Because if you're not having fun, I'm telling you,
you shouldn't be in it.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing as an athlete. You want to be having fun. Obviously, people think, you're getting punched in the face. How's that fun? Well, that's the whole idea, is to not get punched in the face.
That's right. Well, Matt Adams is from New Lexington, Ohio, and of course, as you mentioned, Tyler May is he's from Ripley.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's no Jeremy Bates joke.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Every time we come to Parkersburg. And we're also joined at ringside by former professional champion. Where did Joe go? He's around here somewhere.
Well, we're going to try to do the best we can on these. This is obviously an MMA fight, and I used to promote those, but
tough shot.
But was not an MMA fighter, so we'll do our best.
Yeah, you start kicking on me, and I'm going to get angry. These guys are throwing some big, hard shots.
They are, man. They're going after it. He's going for the chokehold here.
So he's got him in a reverse choke.
I can't tell from this angle if he's got it deep. Now, obviously, he didn't. So the guy gives it up and
gave up his back.
Gets in behind. I thought for sure as a wrestler he was going to pick him up and slam him there, but
it's like Mays going for the guillotine.
He's here.
Mays going for reversed it.
Yeah, that was pretty gutsy to try that.
Reversal.
And now I do know this because we did some sparring with this kid from Ripley, and he played college football, and I believe he walked on and played at WVU for 1 year. Yeah.
Stout kid.
Yeah. Then I think he transferred to the University of Charleston.
Matt Adams some good shots.
Yeah,
he's strong. That's a strong guy.
He's
guy.
Tough.
Yeah.
Some good shots.
Very strong guy.
I'm gonna tell you what, he's found a home for that right hand.
And you think with that wrestling background, he'd be trying to go to the ground, but he's landing some good shots here.
Yeah, and we've got a pretty good cut right over the eyelid here on Tyler May. Yeah.
This thing, these small gloves, it's like getting hit with a brick.
I'm going to tell you what shot has made the difference in this fight is that right hand, and now Tyler turns around and lands one of his own.
Nice uppercut there, too. End of the round. Good job. Good fight, guys. Good fight.
Yeah, I don't think the ref liked that. He caught him with a shot or two after the bell.
It looked like 2 shots, and one was getting clean. Let's see what veteran professional Donnie Miller can do with this cut on Tyler May over in the blue corner.
Yeah.
The Martin's Auto Body and Collision blue corner. You got Donnie Miller with his partner Kenny Watkins.
I do. And then when you're done,
so good action here in the first fight, or the first MMA fight of the evening. We've also got some kickboxing to come later on in the evening. We have some professional boxing coming up. So we got a full card tonight. We got 16 total fights tonight. That was an excellent first round.
Oh, it was. I mean, that's pretty good action.
We're joined at ringside right now by promoter of the show, Mike Shepard, veteran kickboxer, MMA guy, 8-time world champion total, state champion. He's pretty much done everything. What do you think about that first round, Mike?
They're banging.
They're banging.
These are strong, athletic boys.
Mike, they landed some great right hands.
Look at their faces.
Yeah, big cut over top of Tyler's eye there.
You got Matt Adams has a nice bloody nose here too. So these guys are really slinging it.
Now they got those little gloves on, man, and they'll do some punishment.
Oh, big right hand, right hand.
Big shot.
These guys are heavyweights. I'm not sure what their weights are, but they are heavyweights.
They are heavyweights. There's a good right hand by Tyler, right off the ropes. You know, I'm going to tell you. Oh, there's another good right hand and a left hook. Right. Oh man, they're trading shots. This is a hell of a fight.
Yeah, these are phenomenal. These guys are some big punchers here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big uppercut.
Oh man.
Big uppercut by Tyler May.
I'm telling you what, this fight is a hell of an entertaining fight.
All right, timeout in the action here. Called by the veteran Robert Riley.
Yeah, we've got some. I think he's going to check the. Well, somebody lost. Lost his mouthpiece.
Tyler May lost his mouthpiece here. These guys are landing some huge punches here. And this crowd's really enjoying the action. Sounds like.
It is. I'm enjoying the action.
I am too.
It's a good fight.
The sun's going down. It's clouding up a little bit.
It actually feels good in here.
It feels phenomenal
nice.
right now.
Well,
looks like Matt Adams is starting to spit his mouth a little bit. I mean,
he has. I'm telling you. Well, he's sucking some air, and I tell you what,
nose is bleeding pretty good.
Tyler did a great job at the beginning. Oh, there's a good right hand.
Of weathering that storm, man. Oh, big shots.
Wow. He woke him up. Matt Adams came alive after catching that big right hand.
A lot of blood coming out of the nose of Tyler May right now, too.
You know what? You can take a look at the face right there and realize how tough this game is.
Yes. Oh, he's got him in a nice choke here.
Nice choke.
Nice underhand choke here. So Matt Adams going for the hands and got loose.
He needs to step that lead foot up.
Absolutely.
And get tight.
Seal off.
Oh, wow. This is a battle.
These guys are gassing, and we still got one more round to go. There we go. 10 seconds left in the round.
You know, when the fight started, I'm telling you, Tyler did a great job with the wrestling.
Yes.
And I would, to get a little break,
Into the second round there.
I
Big
think
action.
he
Big
might want to
action.
step up and do a leg sweep of some sort, or something to get him on the ground.
Yeah.
He's done the better job as far as doing any of the
Right.
you know, the
I
grappling
don't understand
and
why this guy with the wrestling background that he has, being a state champion, national champion, is not trying to take this guy to the ground.
Yeah.
He's opted to stand up and go toe for toe. These guys are both. Looks like they've done a pretty good job with the cut.
Yeah.
But the nose is pretty. The nose is pretty bloody.
How many minutes are these rounds?
These are three 2-minute rounds.
3 2 minutes. Man, those are long 2 minutes.
These are long 2-minute. These are 3 2-minute rounds. This is the third and final round, the championship round. Here we go.
Hey, Mike, this fight alone does the show all night, man. It's a great fight.
These are two tough boys.
Yeah, they are very tough.
The first fight of the night was an amateur boxing match that turned into a slugfest. It's a wonderful fight, and this first MMA fight of the night has been an absolute banger. The crowd's really enjoying it. It's an excellent show so far.
Neither guy wants to take a step back. And I tell you what's nice too, every time somebody starts to get an advantage, the other guy, it wakes the other guy up and he comes forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, just when you think Matt Adams is gassed and out of it, he comes back with those 3 or 4 hard punches.
Yeah.
He's
Here goes Tyler for he's got a single leg takedown.
He's trying to lock in a choke here, a triangle. Looks like he's got the triangle in.
Yes,
he's squeezing down pretty tight on it.
He is. He might, and I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, he's out
he
of
got it out.
Tyler
now
made an excellent job. Got him in a side mount. Oh, he's going for the arm.
Now that he's on top.
Here we go.
Hey, the way you score this, I mean, this is a big advantage.
Oh, he's going for the arm bar.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's going for Kimura.
See if he's got the strength to get this thing in there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
excellent reversal.
What a
wrestling,
man.
What a wrestling.
That was a hell of a reversal.
Oh, he just took 2 straight left hands. Left hooks, clean left hooks.
I'm telling you what, this Adams refuses to give up.
Here we go. He's got him in a choke. He's locked it in. It's sunk in deep.
No, I don't think he's got it that deep. I really don't. He's trying to get it, but well, now he does. I think he's going to tap out. He
Adams
is out.
is won by submission on a rear naked choke. What a fight!
That was a great fight.
Absolute fight.
That's a great fight.
That was an absolute excellent fight right there.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed.
Excellent fight to start the show here for the MMA guys. Can either one of these guys hang their head?
No, not at all.
That was a wonderful fight.
I mean, they're both warriors, I'm telling you.
Wow, what a fight.
This boy right here, this Adams, he's in the tournament that Derek, my fighter Derek Gibson's in down in that we just fought last weekend.
And I've been helping train one of the guys, Gary Rowland, that's also from the Derek. Actually beat him last year.
Yeah, good guy. I met him last
Excellent
weekend.
guy.
I don't know
He's a
him.
military veteran, just a phenomenal guy. That's a good little tournament that's going on.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fight. What an absolute fight.
Hey, Mike, everything turned out good tonight so far?
Yeah.
And now with that fight right there, everybody here, no matter what's happy. And that was a great fight.
Both these guys' faces are showing the signs.
You know, Matt Adams said his wife was here, but his daughter's watching at home. Yeah, they did seem way longer than 2 minutes.
Especially for I can't imagine how these guys feel. Tyler May's face is showing the signs of an absolute war. What a fight. Setting the tone for fight number 3 coming up. We got a super middleweight kickboxing match, 3 2-minute rounds. We got a debut guy against a guy who trains out of Hubbard Muay Thai here in Parkersburg. It's a little kickboxing kind of went from boxing to MMA, back to kickboxing. Then we'll have the Doghouse Promotions MMA Championship come up in the bantamweight division here in fight number 4 just a little bit.
Well, I'm going to apologize early and just tell you, even though I've watched some of it, I'm not real good at commentating.
not.
The MMA and
I've watched a
I
few
got a ton of
shows.
respect for them, but I know a little bit about them, but not enough to entertain the crowd.
I'm the same way. I got a pure boxing background. That's it. Nothing else. Looks like bout number 3 is set to come into the ring. Moving right along because I think they're a little fearful of the weather coming back to hit us again tonight. So we're trying to move these fights right along as quick as they can move them along. We got a nice cool breeze blowing through right now. And the sky is clouded up really well.
Your paper blew
Ladies and
off.
gentlemen, thank you again for Combat Sports support here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. We had a fight that was scheduled for March and that got canceled, and our sponsors are still on board for this one. Now we're in July, so welcome back. We're happy to have you. Thank you to Front Door Sports Bar and Grill, the Candler Window Creations, J.W. Potts Insurance. Happy birthday, buddy. Astoriano, Bigger Honaker Attorneys at Law, Byers Concrete Construction.
Okay, now we got a kickboxing match. It's a little closer to our game.
Yeah, a little closer.
I appreciate you grabbing the papers under the table.
Yeah,
I'll try to keep some weight on these papers so the wind don't blow them away. I'm telling you, we've battled everything today.
We have definitely battled the elements to get to where we are tonight, and it's great, though. It's been great so far. I know you got a short drive being from right here in town. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes for me to come back.
See the trees in the background?
Yeah.
I live on the other side of this tree.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty close.
All right, so how much is
What is
it?
it?
Beer?
That was an exciting fight.
Free?
Oh my God.
He said $4. Where do you get it? Right over there? Where else?
Joe Painiff has rejoined us at ringside here. Veteran professional boxer.
All right, we have food over there. We got hot dogs. There's a big line, so if you're going to
He's been a West Virginia, was it cruiserweight champion? Cruiserweight champion.
Yes.
Following in Gary Wolf's footsteps. Mike Shepard too. All cruiserweight champs.
Yeah, that's right.
All 3 of us.
Yeah.
You guys will make me feel left out over here.
But the only difference is I really wasn't a true cruiserweight. I was a middleweight. Really should have never been past the light heavyweight.
Yeah. And Mike was a heavyweight, and I was a heavyweight coming down to cruiserweight.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know. You had some pretty good pop for a middleweight moving up to cruiserweight. I've eaten plenty of those right hands.
Well, when you get old, you get a little more power.
Is that what it is?
That's what it was. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of sparring with both these guys. So.
Yeah, I'm just talking about both.
I've eaten a few of your right hands too.
I couldn't compete with your endurance though. That's unbelievable. Good times. A lot of good times. But there was one time I remember I was in the gym with Mike Shepard down here in Parkersburg, and it was me and Joe Painiff and Gary and Brian Kamichas and much of it. It was funny when I joined boxing in 2004. These guys were all fighting, and here it was. 13 years later, we were all still the only guys in the gym.
That's right. That's what you call a true fighter.
Yeah. It's like bout number 3 is set to come in. They're still drying the feet print off from the ring. Had a little blood from the last fight they had to clean up. These next guys are 168 pounds, super middleweight kickboxers. All these fights are under the close eye of the West Virginia State Athletic Commission, sitting at ringside.
I tell people all the time, I barely had enough knowledge to use my hands, let alone to start kicking people.
Oh, hey, Sam tried that for years with me. I said, Sam, I only want 2 parts of the body coming at me. I don't want 4.
I don't need 4. Same with these MMA guys. I wasn't trying to figure all that out.
That's right.
I just stayed on my feet.
I
just got done talking to the legendary Sam Jones out of Gloucester, Ohio.
Yeah.
One of the greatest trainers of all times. And he's still at it, 80 years old. Turns 81 in December. Still at it, still going strong. Trained Lightning Mike Shepard. Still bringing fighters. Mike, how's it going, man? It's a good show.
Every day.
A lot of people. Great crowd. Good energy in the atmosphere. I think everybody's happy to be out of the house, and it's a good event like this. So we appreciate Mike Shepard putting this on and giving us an opportunity to watch these fighters compete.
It's an excellent atmosphere tonight.
I need a head examination after this.
I pulled in the parking lot tonight, and the first thing I saw was the promoter, Mike Shepard, standing with no shirt on, soaking wet from the downpour of rain.
First time in boxing history.
This is the look on his face like, oh my gosh. And I just start chuckling. He just says, what?
Introducing first, fighting under the mindfulness, holistic wellness, and
I know this driving range is going to look like a disaster come tomorrow when all these tire tracks get off from all the parking and the feet, everything else, the chairs.
Yeah.
What a mess. But the Gough Hazard loves putting him on here, so they always take
so what
good
are we
care of
on,
him.
bout number 3?
We're on bout number 3 here. We got Connor Floyd, the debut guy in the red corner out of VO2 Fitness in Zanesville, Ohio.
Okay. I know some fighters from Zanesville, and it's a little boxing area.
In the blue corner, you got a local guy out of Parkersburg, fights out of Hubbard Muay Thai boxing, kickboxing. It's Ryan Lefevre, and here we go to round 1.
Okay, here we go.
You got Connor Floyd in the red gloves, Ryan Lefevre in the blue.
Oh, what a
punch.
That was a big shot. And that kid took every bit of it, man.
Absolutely. Nice leg kick there.
Yeah, I mean, the leg kick's what he needs to stick to, because that seems to be his only. And look what it did. It opened up the head with the glove.
Absolutely.
The kid got popped, and he came back and just started.
Straight leg kick there by Lefevre.
Oh, there's a big shot.
Big shot. Staggered him a little bit.
Wow. That left hook is the only thing he's landed twice.
Dude took a leg kick and landed a right hand at the same time.
Yeah, this kid's got some good leg kicks, man.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Strong leg kicks.
I don't want to write these checks.
I'm telling you. I just said it a minute ago. He needs to stick to the leg kicks, period.
Absolutely.
And then the kid got so scared of it, then he finally got it to the head.
The bad part is when he's throwing that leg kick, he's dropping his left hand, and the other guy's landing the overhand right.
There's a good right hand. Hey, this is another great matchup, Mike.
Absolutely. Mike Shepard's done an excellent job matching these fights up.
Hey, Mike, after I batter to this water for you, you will do some matchmaking for me.
Oh, I promise. These people, listen.
Yeah, these are excellent fights.
They're just ready to go.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're ready to go. They're ready to do something, get in front of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this whole COVID thing, everybody being cooped up for a year and a half, has got everybody itching to fight.
And this kid from Zanesville doesn't look like he's strong enough to battle with this kid, but he's getting it done.
He's landed some excellent leg kicks this first round.
Yeah.
And tough as a pine knot, too. He's taking some shots.
I'm going to tell you what, his leg kicks has opened everything up.
Yeah, that was a great first round. I thought the blue corner, what's his name? Is it Ryan? Is that who we're looking at here? Ryan Lefevre out of the blue corner had great hands. I thought the red corner had some good kicks.
It's all about the kicks for him. And it got his attention, and then it opened his hands up a little bit. He finally caught him with a couple things.
Really, you got any kickboxing experience? No, I do not. Yeah, so none of us are kickboxers, but the promoter, Lightning Mike Shepard, world kickboxing champion, won in Russia, I think in Siberia, Australia, West Virginia, won up in Morgantown there in a big show. So he's got a lot of kickboxing experience. Loves to put on these multi-sport shows where we can see. You know, when we were coming up, it was just boxing. You know,
just boxing.
And now you've got boxing, you've got kickboxing and MMA. They took the headgears off, which is I think better for the fans.
I think so. I think it's better for the fighters.
Better
too.
for the athletes. I agree. You really eat a lot more shots with those headgears.
I think so.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand with the headgear on. It makes your head that much bigger. You literally got 4 inches around your head that are bigger, an inch to the right, an inch to the left, an inch to the front, an inch to the back.
Right.
So you're going to get hit with more punches you normally wouldn't get hit with when you got headgear on.
I'm going to tell you, this kid from Zanesville, if I was his trainer, I would have told him stick to the leg kicks, because this other boy when he gets kicked, he's like
right hand.
he just doesn't even want to deal with it.
Yeah. The bad part is when he's throwing those hard leg kicks, he's dropping that left hand, and the guy's landing an overhand right off the back of it. Yeah, this is another excellent matchup here.
It is.
Another big leg kick.
Wow.
The corner's calling for a leg kick, a left hook, and a right hand, and another left hook. So
there's another leg kick. I'm telling you, he just needs to keep kicking. I would kick his legs.
I would keep kicking and keep kicking until he can't put any pressure on that front leg. There's another one.
There's another one. I'm telling you. And look, see how it opens up that right hand?
Yeah.
As soon as he landed a leg kick, the right hand was
right
there.
hand, that left hook is right there. As soon as he throws that right leg kick, he's throwing the left hook off the back of it.
The more he kicks, the easier it is to land the headshots.
Right now, these guys, Lefevre's full of adrenaline, but I can promise you tomorrow his leg is going to be a little tender.
Oh, God. I mean, Charlie, I don't know if he can walk back to the tent.
No.
Hey, he dug one deep himself right there.
Yeah. Good fight.
Like I said, we're not kickboxers, but this is entertaining.
Yeah, I enjoy the sport. I enjoy watching any type of fighting. Spinning back fist.
Yeah.
Beautiful punch.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he's dominated this second round.
Yeah, this kid out of Zanesville looked very sharp.
And he seems to have way more gas right now, too.
Not breathing hard because he's not taking a lot of shots either.
No, he's even taking his own mouthpiece out. He may work his own corner. I don't know.
He's getting confident, too. He's mixing it up. He's doing backhand, spinning back kicks. I mean, he's definitely feeling confident in there.
Yeah.
It shows in his performance.
And it's so interesting that you look at it because the guy in the blue corner, Lefevre, looks like he's in phenomenal shape, and the guy in the red corner looks like he's a little softer through the midsection. But obviously, it's paying no.
Well, I mean, I'm looking over. I'm going to tell you. I mean, the guy in the blue corner did just a minute ago look like he wasn't too sure about.
Yeah, he's not too sure about coming out for this third round. But
yeah, I mean, he's digging. But look at him making his legs are hurt.
Yeah, his legs.
And he's even pointing to it, which again is not a good idea in the corner with your opponent looking at you to sit there and let him know what's bothering you.
Absolutely.
Which, if you're in this corner, you're saying, hey, just keep those leg kicks going. Keep them low. Just keep digging them.
Absolutely. He's landing some hard leg kicks this fight. The right thigh kicks.
Here we go, round number 3, last round.
Bieber starting off with a left leg kick.
There it is. I'm telling you, I would just
opened it up right there.
That's all he's got to do is just keep those leg kicks going. Oh, good right hand though.
He just ate another right hand.
Here we go, man. Just like before, they're both. One guy starts to get an advantage, and the other guy
he just
gets fired up and comes back.
Floyd just landed a spinning back fist again. And Floyd looks like the smaller guy in there.
I'm telling you right now, that trainer should just flat out say, keep the leg kicks coming. That kid looks down at his legs. He wants no part of those leg kicks.
No, he doesn't.
He can't even think about what he wants to do when he gets kicked in the leg.
Because he's focused on getting kicked in the leg, which he just took another one to the right thigh, left thigh.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear the corner calling for 10 more of those kicks.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Right to the bell.
And again, he looks like he's not even gassing at all.
See?
Very good conditioning.
Look at that. As soon as he landed that leg kick, then he turns around and lands a right hand.
It's almost like he hasn't learned his rhythm yet, though. Everything's hard. If he just touch, and throw a hard punch and set him up for it.
Oh, there's another kick to the leg.
Good overhand right. Good uppercut.
Oh, good uppercut. Right hand, another uppercut.
Good action here towards the end of the round.
Great action. Man, he is determined he wants to land that right hand, and I'm not sure why he keeps working on that.
Right, Lefevre just landed a right kick to the body.
Yeah, just keep working the leg. Good. He blocked that kick. There's another leg kick, and it opens the hands up.
Good movement. Good movement. Excellent fight.
3 fights and three decisions. Unbelievable fight.
Yeah.
If the rest of the fights tonight were no good, we would have got our money's worth right there.
Yeah. And he's puking in the bucket over here.
Well, you wouldn't have known that the way he finished that third round.
He was so smooth. Excellent first kickboxing fight for us tonight.
Wow, that was good.
There he is. Now he's up moving around a little bit.
That was fight number 3.
Fight number 3. Still coming up right after this, we got the Doghouse Promotions MMA Bantamweight Championship, 3-minute rounds. These guys are going to be 3-minute rounds in the MMA.
Tyler Ball
taking on the Doghouse Promotion champion Matt Tennant right out here at Doghouse Gym here in Parkersburg.
All right, we have Joe a mic now.
Joe Painoff is now mic'd up.
He can't hear what we're talking about, but he can at least talk along with us.
Number 5 is a scratch. Fight number 18 also a scratch.
Hey, Matt.
Fight number 7 will
What a good fight.
to fight number 5, professional boxing.
Blue's winner, red second.
All right, we're in trouble now. I got a microphone.
No, we're not. We're in good hands.
3 fights down.
We got
13 more to go. We have the Doghouse Promotions MMA Bantamweight Championship coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision.
Matt Tennant's been around for a while. He's 4-2.
Here's your official decision.
Here we go.
Check that, the mindfulness, wellness, and healing red corner.
Your winner is the red corner, Connor Fold. That was his debut. It's hard to believe that was his debut. As season
it was,
as he looked.
and he did win the fight. I mean,
he clearly.
And it was those leg kicks.
I tell you what, those leg kicks
made the difference. Oh my God!
I'm dealing with a sore hamstring right now, and he made my leg hurt.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Ryan Lefevre, I'll give him credit because
tough kid.
I couldn't have taken those leg kicks.
You know,
like
me and Mike took a fighter down to Huntington, West Virginia one time, and Raymond Davila, he fought a guy down there, and he lost that fight. But he hit that guy with so many front leg kicks, that guy's whole right side of his leg.
I was there at that fight.
You were at that fight. His leg looked like hamburger.
It was insane how many leg kicks he landed that fight.
Wow.
I think if I remember, he lost that on the ground.
He did.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready for fight number 4.
Matt's a strong kid. He's fighting out of the Doghouse Gym, a lot of jiu-jitsu background.
So Tyler Ball fights out of Moundsville, West Virginia, Ohio Valley MMA.
This is our second MMA fight of the night.
The next fight is for the Doghouse Promotions Mixed Martial Arts Championship belt.
Championship fight, our first championship fight of the night.
Looks like we're cleaning up the ring out of last fight.
We have a
small accident.
We have a boxing battle of champions here in bout number 11 later on this evening. Between a couple of tough man champions.
Introducing first to challenger, fighting out of the mindfulness, holistic wellness, and healing red corner, weighing at 131 pounds. He has a record of 2 wins. Representing Ohio Valley MMA, he's from Moundsville, West Virginia. He's from the town. Introducing your champion.
Looks like Tyler Ball brought a good crowd with him tonight.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of his T-shirts as we're mingling before the show started during the rain delay. Had a lot of Tyler Ball T-shirts.
Well, that's always a good way to make sure the promoter brings you back.
Absolutely, that's true. Sell those tickets.
Yeah.
Your champion, Matt Tennant.
Yeah, this Tyler Ball, he's got a big crowd here.
Big crowd. Taking on the defending champion from right here in the hometown of Parkersburg, West Virginia, Matt Tennant. Again, these are bantamweights, 135-pound max. 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, and they're lean. They look like they're in pretty good shape.
Both these guys look like they're in excellent shape. Tyler Ball in the red gloves, Matt Tennant in the blue gloves.
Yeah, you'll notice that neither fighter is wearing a shin guard. In the state of West Virginia, the Athletic Commission has it where after 3 fights, they don't have to wear shin guards anymore.
3-minute rounds.
Right,
Excellent.
the round goes to 3 minutes.
Both guys feeling each other out.
So we got a couple veterans in here then.
Yeah, we do.
Both guys feeling each other out. No one's really throwing any big shots. Nice leg kick there by Matt Tennant.
You know, I suspect Matt would like to see this fight on the ground more than he would at the stand-up.
Is that right?
Just looking for that opportunity to make a shot. There it is.
There it is. Attempting to take down here.
It's a different thing having an MMA fight in a full rope ring.
Yeah.
You don't get the luxury
He's
of
got
that
him on the
cage.
ground.
Which is why they added the 5th rope to the bottom here.
That's right.
Well, he got the position he wanted.
He's got him mounted.
Yep.
He's looks
Tyler
like he's
Ball's
got a
still
half
fighting.
guard right now.
Tyler Ball's still fighting. Kind of got his left arm locked up here.
Yeah, Matt's looking to pass that guard. You can see he's slowly inching himself up. He's going to pass that guard, try to get a mount.
Oh, Joe, I'm glad you joined us.
Well, he's fighting
he knows the
I'd have to go back to my street fight history to understand what's going on here, because
He knows the lingo a lot better than I do.
Well, he's definitely fighting. He's definitely fighting for position, and the ref will let him stay here for a minute if he looks like he's trying to progress.
Yeah,
you're
looks
right.
Like neither one of them are fighting or anything. He'll stand him up, correct?
Yeah, he's worked his way up.
Some good rib shots there by Matt Tennant.
Hey, he's working.
Tyler's looking for a sweep. He's trying to trap
Tyler's trying to turn
right
over.
knee. He's going to get. So he's going to get the stand up.
And the referee's going to stand him up
This
here.
isn't what Matt wants. Matt would much rather have him on the ground.
Oh, great. So he's going to bring him back up just so they can get out of the corner. So if we were in a cage, that would not have happened.
Correct.
But being in the ring, so he didn't lose his disadvantage. He just had to move it out here for safety.
Tyler Ball's trying to stand up.
Now he's looking to get the escape here.
Matt Tennant's locked his legs up pretty good here. Oh, he's got side mount.
Let's see. I can't see the other side.
Good first round. Good first round.
Well, he ties that round up though, because they were pretty even up on the standing up, and then with that takedown, he's going to get advantage for the round.
You kind of have to give the first round.
I would suspect that's what he's going to want to do in round 2 as well, is wait for an opportunity.
Looks like we're joined in the crowd over here by one of the best referees ever to grace the ring in the state of West Virginia. Tim Miller over here. He's one of my favorites ever.
Yeah, he actually was my favorite referee.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't mean anything to the others, and I know that we had some good ones.
But time with Tim, obviously, as the third
he's just a great guy.
I'll never forget. I had a fight at Wheeling, West Virginia that Gary was my trainer, and I upset this kid from Pittsburgh. I don't know who was more excited, me, Gary, or Tim Miller. Tim Miller was the referee, and he came in the locker room just so excited and thrilled.
Hey, we're talking about you, Tim. We're saying, all the good stuff. Tim Wheeler's coming over.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, we're on the pay-per-view. Come on over, buddy. How are you? Real good, real good. Who you got fighting tonight?
Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph's coming up here
he's a good fighter.
And Zach's a real good fighter.
2 weeks ago.
Light heavyweight professional.
He fought the pro. Yeah, he brought a pro bout on that one. Yeah, he fought the pro fight. Yeah.
Hey Tim, we were just talking. You're the best referee ever in the state of West Virginia. All right.
Yeah, we've all fame for
okay, back to action here. We gotta get back to action, and we need Joe on this one because he seems to be our MMA guy.
See you, man. All right, we're back to action. Looks like Matt again is going to stay on the outside. He doesn't want to really engage with the hands. He's got good hands, honestly. I've seen him in the gym.
Looks like Matt's got Kenny Watkins working his corner along with Donnie the Hammer Miller. I'm not quite sure who these guys are from Moundsville, West Virginia. I've never seen them before. Nice leg kick to the body there.
A little low there.
Little low.
Caught him on the cup.
Joe, check my microphone because it's not working. A little technical difficulty there with my mic. Oh, great leg kick. Man, that was a strong leg kick.
A little technical difficulty there.
Yeah, he's trying to punch his way in. There's what he wants. He just wants to take him back to the ground again.
Yeah, Matt's trying to get him on. There he goes. Got him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got him down.
And there we go. Working the action on the ground
This
again.
is actually just it looks like a reenactment of round number 1.
round number 1. It's like Matt's trying to take side mount, and he does.
Yeah, he gets side mount.
Tyler's trying to tie him up here. Tyler's going to try to sweep his way out from underneath. There he goes, rotating his body now, tied up the leg.
Tying up the leg.
Trying to twist his way out of it.
Takes a couple body shots.
Big rib shot there.
Yeah.
Tyler again trying to roll his way out of it. Looks like Matt landed some couple of little pop shots to the head there.
Yeah, and this is this is good for him because he's got control. He got the takedown and
He controlled the first round towards the end of it too. So good body shot.
And these body shots will take their toll.
He's landing some head shots there too on the other side. Looks like
Tyler's just not being able to do anything.
No, he's being immobilized by the wrestling of Matt Tennant. Been held in check here. Looks like Matt's a veteran of 6 fights and Tyler's a veteran of 3 fights here. So
Tyler's going to have to do a better job in this third and final round to keep
he's got to bring the heat.
Stand it up.
Yeah, it looks like he's down 2 rounds to none. He's going to have to bring the heat here in the third round. End of the round here as the horn sounds.
And we go into the championship.
Go to the championship round.
Well, sorry we lost Joe, but I lost my
I
mic.
recognize the trainer. That's Johnny Hott with the rainbow collar hair. He's a professional boxer.
Is that right?
Fought MMA. It's Johnny Hott is his corner man over out of Ohio Valley MMA.
See, I can tell he's telling him right now that
You got to bring it.
You've got it. Well, you got to keep it in the stand up. He doesn't want him to go to the ground. He knows that's the only chance he's got.
Right.
Faith Furnishings, T&M Trucking, K&M Auto Repair, Anthony Bernarchin, the car guy, and Matheny Motors. Outer Spaces Unlimited and Salvage Homes.
Okay. Sounds good. Hey, Calvin did good, man. Good show, Mike.
We were just joined at ringside briefly by legendary trainer Sam Jones. He's trying to beat the weather and get up out of here and get back home.
Yeah, he came to tell me, hey, I got to get home.
80 years old, still checking in.
Yeah, he is.
Here we go, third and final round, championship round here. Doghouse promotion.
We'll see if Tyler can do what his corner's asking him to do, and we know that's what he's got. He wants to stand up.
The Doghouse promotion. Bantamweight championship on the line, and Matt takes him hard to the ground that time.
He threw a big looping overhand right, and it just got himself caught,
off
and then
balance and fell.
Gave him an opportunity to take the takedown. And I imagine
we're going to stay here
this
for the rest
is probably
of
where we'll stay for the rest of this round.
And again, he's trying for the side mount. Tyler's trying to lock him in again.
I'm not really sure what he's trying to do from this position. I mean, now Tyler's got an opportunity to at least throw some headshots here. Yeah, we're back on. So he's getting up high. I mean, I would think right here from this position that
oh, good, nice left hook to the head there.
Yeah, that Matt's going to want to try to let his hands go right here.
He's trying for a full mount. But Tyler's done a good job of locking his legs up to where he can't get in the full mount.
Yeah.
He's trying for a choke here with his shoulder. He's got his chin immobilized, but can't quite get it. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. He's got a full mount now.
Now he's going to try to.
Now he's going to try to land some punches here. There's a nice punch to the head.
Well, if this thing continues this way, it's an easy fight to.
Yeah, easy fight to score for the judges.
Score for the judges. He got his way. He took him to the ground, and he was able to land some punches and control the whole fight.
It looks like Tyler's a pretty strong guy. Looks like he's just strong enough to hold him down to where he can't get in the full mount here. He is taking some headshots here. It'd also be a good place for some forearms here. Some elbow shots.
He's still trying. I mean, Tyler's trying with everything he can to see if he can get up, but I just don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Matt could probably let loose and
now Matt's starting to work the head again.
Right. And this is going to be an easy fight to judge if it goes the way it finishes up.
I see Matt's got a mount. How long has he had that for?
For about the last minute.
Actually, from about the first 15 seconds of the round.
Ball threw a looping right hand and missed. Matt took him down.
He's done. He's had his way all 3 rounds.
Yeah, this is
always a lot of respect in these sports. I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to retain his title.
Good fight.
Excellent fight.
What do we got here? Is that MMA?
Yeah, it looks like that's going to go to the blue corner unless we see really bad scoring.
No, it'd really be bad because we know what each guy was trying to do, and Matt was able to accomplish what he wanted all 3 rounds.
He executed his game plan beautifully.
Yeah.
Don't forget to get your Doghouse Gym t-shirts. Behind me in the black tent, just $20. Cold beer, good food. We're just about halfway through the evening. Make yourselves comfortable. Professional boxing is on the way next.
So this is Tim Wheeler's fighter out of Clarksburg, right?
Coming up, we got Zach Randolph in your first professional boxing match of the evening, bout number 6. Bout number 5 was a scratch. Not sure what happened there, but we got bout number 6 coming up next.
That's bout 7. Looks like we're at 6 is scratch too. We're on Randolph and Ryan McIntosh. Yeah. Zach's fighting out of Bridgeport. Fights with Tim Wheeler.
Well, if they did, they hadn't told us nothing.
This is definitely a pro fight coming up.
Definitely a pro boxing match coming up next. So.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This one I like to see. Yeah, I like this kid.
What happened to fight number 6?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision.
Fight number 6 gets scratched.
It is for the fighter fighting in the Martin's Auto Body and Collision blue corner. Still, your Doghouse Promotions next representative.
Okay. I see what they're doing here. They moved fight number. Looks like fight number 6 was a scratch, but they moved bout number 7, the pro boxing match, up a fight to try to get it done before the weather sets in.
Okay.
So Matt Tennant retains his bantamweight Doghouse Promotion MMA title on a unanimous decision. Up next, professional boxing. Looks like, what is that? Light heavyweight division. Got Ryan McIntosh from Guilford, Indiana, the veteran of 8 professional bouts, taking on Zach Randolph from Bridgeport, West Virginia. Undefeated, 4 wins, no losses, and 1 draw. Sponsored by West Virginia Sports Promotion and Jerry Thomas.
Well, Zach's pretty tough kid.
The athletic kid.
I've seen his last couple fights.
Super athletic. Got the privilege of watching him fight a few months ago, and he's super strong, really athletic.
Well, the one, actually 2 of the fights I've seen, he just punches. He throws punches. And you got to love that when you're a trainer and a guy he just lets him go.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave anything, with him. He leaves it in the ring.
And sometimes earlier in your career, your best defense is your offense.
Yeah, I never had that. My best offense was my defense, and my best defense was my defense. I was on the back leg the whole time.
Hey, did I have any offense?
I think so. You have more than I did.
I saw it.
I was a cruiserweight who punched like a lightweight, so I had a chin of stone. All I could do was run and take shots.
You could take a punch, I'm telling you.
I saw you land about 100 right hands in a fight one night, straight right hands.
I think that was the only thing I had was a right hand. I was a little bit like Wilder.
Yeah.
Minus a world title.
Yeah. Like, we think Gary's going to throw here. Right hand, there it goes. Everybody in the crowd knew what was coming. But
I would set it up with a feint. Yeah. That would be it. I'd face something and just fire the right hand.
Good job. Just throw the right hand.
It was great. It was a great night.
Well, just so you guys know, Sam would say to me, Gary, that right hand's open all night.
Might as well throw it.
That's all I needed to hear.
Zach Randolph enters the ring here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
It's like the Razorback. Zach Randolph.
When you get a chance, can you see if Jerry will plug my phone into my charger that he has? Because it's about Richard. Is he behind him? Where? Right there?
This is professional boxing
Both guys look like they're in pretty good shape here.
Yeah.
3 wins and 5 losses. He's from Beautiful, Indiana. Please welcome.
Man, this is like one big happy family tonight.
Yeah.
Every boxer, every promoter, every trainer, everybody here has been here, connecting, doing everything we can do, and that's what boxing and the fight game's all about.
And, West Virginia, I love that about boxing on here. We've all been in it for a while. There's no egos.
No.
We've all.
It was so funny because everybody should think we'd all hate each other but we all trained together. It was just like a big brotherhood.
We didn't want to fight each other, so we might as well.
Make friends. We all sparred together. We all worked out together. It was great.
Yeah, had a good time.
It's so funny how many friends
and the biggest entertainer of them all time, Jeremy the Beast Bates.
You're watching, Jeremy. You entertained everyone.
Well, I still tell a story.
Come out with smoke and all other stuff.
Mike Shepard and Jeremy just hated each other. And then they fought for the state title. And then the very next fight on the McNeamer undercard, Mike had fought, and at the after party, I introduced myself to Mike Shepard, said, "Hey, I just want to tell you what my name is," and talked to him. And he started asking me questions about Jeremy.
Yeah.
Is he really
here we go.
as mean as he is? And I said, "No, he's not." And I introduced those two that night, and we've all been best friends ever since.
Oh, heck yeah. Once you've been in a fight game, you get respect for everybody.
Some good shots right off the bat here.
Oh, great. Nice jab there by Zach.
Kind of strong.
That was a real nice jab by Zach right there.
As you become a seasoned fighter in the first round, you just kind of let them throw those shots.
Both these guys look like they're in pretty good shape. Oh, big body shot there by McIntosh.
Yeah. Ryan threw some pretty good shots right off the bat there.
A veteran of 8 fights here. So. But again, looks like Zach Randolph's unfazed by it.
Zach's got a good trainer, no doubt.
Let this guy burn himself out a little bit before he starts opening up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. I was just about to say that Zach is understanding that you got to just let him check some stuff off,
weather the storm,
settle it down, and then he'll start to put his punches together. Work behind that jab. He's staying very patient.
As a fighter, it was second, third round before I finally had my numbers. 4-round fight, that's a problem. In these longer 6-round, 8-round, 9-round, 10-round fights, it's the right way to do it.
Good body shot there. He took a headshot and then just sat right down and landed a good body shot, and it made a difference because he seemed to back off. Ryan did.
You can definitely see the difference between
double jab.
The pros and the amateurs. These guys are more seasoned and relaxed in there.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
we're
so
comfortable. All
let's talk
three
about
of
that
us
for
are
a minute.
comfortable now. This is our game.
Yeah, as a pro, you're wearing smaller 10-ounce gloves. You're going 3-minute rounds, and as this fight's a 6-round fight, so they're definitely going longer.
The thing I'm seeing picking off right off the bat is McIntosh is telegraphing when he's throwing that left hook.
And there, Zach picked it up right there. It seemed just
Right up.
he created a little bit. Oh, nice left hook.
He just got caught with it.
Yeah, he got caught with a left hook.
You just
I've
wonder
never
if
seen
his
a fighter wear an elbow wrap in the ring.
if his corner's going to tell him to settle down and roll under that left hook.
Zach needs to just continue to work behind that jab. And then let his hands go right there.
He's throwing everything a little bit high right now. Looks like McIntosh is dipping low and needs to aim a little bit lower on his jabs, aim more towards his throat.
Zach landed a real good body shot just a few minutes ago, and there you can see he started to set down to throw one there. Nice jabs. They both traded jabs there.
Good first round here. Real good first round for both
Very
guys.
good first
both
round.
guys. Too close to call. Too close to call this first round. Excellent first round.
They both land some good shots.
Absolutely. Throwing some leather here.
But since these guys are pros, and we know this is scheduled for 6, you know what happens? These first few rounds will go, and then they'll push through a wall, and then they'll settle down and start to. They'll figure out the range, the power, the speed, and then start to put their stuff together.
This is 6 3-minute rounds. This fight. This will be this your longest fight of the evening.
Select office services. The Boathouse in Marietta. And coming soon.
By far the longest fight of the night, if it goes that
If it goes the
that far. Yeah.
Anything,
And they both landed some decent leather that
I see. Like I said, you see this guy's got an elbow wrap on. You don't know if he's got tendonitis.
That was interesting. I was surprised.
Or if he's got a cut or what it is.
and they're rubbing it now too. So
Yeah, it might have been a cut. You know, I always went into all my fights knowing that we were going the long haul. So, you know, the first, second round, losing that round wasn't as it didn't scare me.
No, especially in a 6
I knew I
rounder.
just had to get the timing, get the guy figured out.
Yeah, especially in the 6 rounder. I did not like 4-round fights.
No, it was too
I never
fast.
liked them because I wanted to be able to drag it out a little bit.
Showboating here by round.
I did, but you guys were so phenomenal with your conditioning and stuff. You guys were just toiling with people until the later rounds.
Well, we didn't, you know, and like you said, we didn't have a lot of power, so we were content to just chop it to tree for a
get you.
while.
I'll find
That was
you.
our,
I'll find you the right
conditioning
moment.
and work behind the jab. Yeah.
And I think Zach's learning that here. He's seeing that, you know, we've got 6 rounds here. This isn't I mean, you get a good shot and you stop him, but you just keep.
I was fortunate in my younger part of my career to have good power, so I tried to end fights early.
Yeah, you did. You did have some power.
And I did end a few of them early.
You know, Zach's defense is a little tighter. He seems to be, you know, I just think a little more
Smoother.
technical.
Yeah.
But this other kid's pretty game.
There-
Big
there's a-
shot.
big right
That's
hand.
a big shot.
Big shot. The mouthpiece is out.
He's thinking about whether he wants to be here right now.
He's got to get up. He knows what's going on. He don't have to worry about the mouthpiece. They'll do it for him.
Yeah, there's a big right hand.
That's it. Big right hand.
Big right hand to end the fight.
Big
that
right
fast.
hand.
And that's boxing, folks.
Wow.
One punch.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good fight. It was a good matchup.
I thought Randolph was winning, to be honest with you, on the
That was a
scorecards.
beautiful counter
Yeah.
right hand.
Big right hand. I mean, oh yeah, and that was a
tough fight.
big right hand.
Put on a good show.
Yeah.
Those hooks with bad intentions.
A very elated trainer Tim Miller in the ring right now.
You know, and Zach had a look on his face. He knew he had a fight on his hands. You could tell, but he was, you know, just like the fighter, he was sticking to his thing and going to work behind that jab. And the timing started to close in, and he landed that right hand. That was a big right hand.
That was a big right hand. I mean, out of nowhere.
Do we have replay?
Like I said,
I wish I did.
that's boxing. You just don't know one punch and it's over.
Yeah.
That's why I've always liked the bigger fighter. This is light heavyweights here, 176 pounds. But the heavy punchers, you just never know when a fight's going to end. One punch and it's over.
Right.
See over in Zach's corner over there, Jerry Thomas, legendary
Awesome
promoter
guy.
here in the Middle High Valley. Also, brother to Tommy Thomas, one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of the state of West Virginia.
I'm looking back toward the tent, and I just saw the replay.
Replay?
Yeah, I saw the replay. That was a nice right hand.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, Tommy was. Well, you knew Tommy real well too. Tommy Thomas was. He was an animal.
Oh,
he was an animal. Franco Thomas. He could.
I would say actually the best fighter that ever fought in the state of West Virginia.
Come out of the state of West Virginia. I agree.
And he actually, I remember seeing his boxing record. He actually fought twice in one day. Was it Hawaii or somewhere out?
Alaska.
Alaska. He fought twice in one day.
That was actually back in those days, the 670s. That was more common.
Yeah,
that was a lot more common.
And remember, he was ranked 6th in the world at one time when Larry Holmes was champion. I'm talking when there were 25 heavyweights that would whip everybody that's got it today.
Zach Randolph, your winner.
Big win.
A big knockout for Zach Randolph.
That's nice. That's a nice win. Medal.
Zach improves to 5 wins, no losses, and 1 draw.
Yeah, that was we just talked about it was going to be the longest fight of the night, and as soon as we said it,
yeah, I think it was.
It may have been the shortest fight of the night.
Yeah, that's a great thing about boxing. It's you're one punch away from being over.
Yeah.
Up next for us, I'm not quite sure which fight is which. They moved him around on the bout sheet. So.
Great punch.
That's great. He's been working on getting into the punch. That's good. And I told him, don't crowd it. I told him,
looks like these next guys are. Looks like this next group is Xavier Brown, 155-pound amateur boxing versus Jacob Stanton out of Zanesville, Ohio.
Good counter.
With 3 2-minute rounds on this one. Both look pretty fit.
Yes, that's a right hand.
Absolutely.
That was beautiful.
We're joined at ringside by the legendary Jerry Thomas, promoter of the West Virginia Tough Man, manager of several pro fighters.
Tim came down. I didn't bring these guys back in. Jim, we'll come up to your place.
Here we go.
All right.
On the bout sheet, it's bout number 6. For the night, it's bout number 7. Ryan McIntosh losing on the last fight. We got Xavier Brown from Cumberland, Maryland, taking on Jacob Stanton in his debut here, amateurs. 155-pound, 3 2-minute rounds.
That was a good punch. I just keep thinking about that right hand.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know what it was is he got close, got his range, the kid threw a wide shot, and he just sat down and threw the right hand right over top. And once you close that distance, it kind of created a little bit of a collision shot.
He's a 5-0, and as a fighter gets more and more seasoned, you start seeing them, plot the course, right? It's like, we're going to stay here. It's okay. This guy's firing his shots, but I've got a plan. I'm going to work that plan, and that's what happened in that fight.
Yeah.
He landed the shot when he was.
And you'll start seeing things more too in the ring. Say our trainer will say, "Listen, he's telegraphing that left hand." Back up, throw your counter
Tim just
right
walked up here to me and told me that. He said, I just kept telling him, stay patient, keeping him in tight, and we'll get closer. And he said, and he just shot that right hand over a counter shot.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been to fights and seen corners where it's a mess, and you can't believe the difference it makes to have a good corner. That's another person in the ring with you.
Oh, yeah.
We've always had me
it
and Gary.
It actually makes all
Sam
the
Jones,
difference in the world.
It was like having another person in the ring.
Yeah,
it makes a huge difference having guys in there that have been in there and seen what's going on, to know how to react to certain situations in the ring. I know that when you work in my corner, you had way more fights than I did. You were a veteran. I understand. You tell me something new, it's going to work. So just be patient and work it.
Yeah, just be patient.
And that's the thing, having those veteran eyes in that corner.
Yeah, it does. It helps. Yeah, no matter whatever happened in the corner, Sam Jones never looked like he was.
Always calm as a cucumber.
Always calm.
He was ice cubes.
Yeah, he was.
I
got rocked when I fought this kid from Youngstown, Ohio one time at the Mountaineer, and I got caught with the biggest shot I've ever been hit with. And I said, Sam, I just got rocked. He said, we're good. Just get back on this. It was all forgotten.
All right, in the blue corner here, we got Jacob Stanton making his debut out of Zanesville.
Oh, nice right hand.
Southpaw with the red gloves here. It's like Xavier Brown from Cumberland, Maryland, out of combination boxing.
Now, the kid out of Maryland just landed. He seems to have already found his range for landing that right hand.
These guys are throwing some heat too already.
They
He had some
are.
bad
Wow.
intentions on those shots.
Wow. Nice straight left hand. Looks like Xavier's got some happy feet right now, bouncing around a little bit.
Yeah, two different styles for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More standing in a high guard, trying to stay covered up. The other one's kind of got his hands down. kinda-
Stanton almost looks like he's fought some MMA before.
Yeah, fighting off that front foot.
The way his stance
He
is.
does. And got caught with a left
Big
hook.
left hand. Big left
Left
hook.
hook right there on the button.
Right on the chin.
Brown's rattled a little bit, but he's coming back out.
There we go.
See what Stanton does here. Yeah, I think Brown was trying to lead with a little right hand there and got caught with that.
And he just caught him with the
over
right
top
hand
of it.
now. Got him with a left hook, put him down with now there's an uppercut. He's landing a little bit of everything.
Stanton looks pretty strong.
Zoned in too. He's real focused on his opponent.
He is.
Standing right there in the middle.
He is, he's focused. What he's doing is he's letting him get off first. And then just, once he closed the gap for him, he sits down and fires.
Brown just looks really nervous and antsy in there. He's just bouncing his happy
Spent a lot of
happy
energy.
feet. Yes.
Spent a lot of energy.
His feet are all over the place. Big first round there for Jacob
Man, I tell
Stanton
you
in his
what,
debut.
This has been a good night of fights so far. I don't think we've had a boring fight yet.
No.
Tonight after the fights, 10:23.
The referee needs to get that big moth that's flying right in the middle of the ring.
Rob just saw him. He's
Well, we are outside.
He's like
we
all
have
of us.
light, so it's
He
going
don't want
to
to
bring
bend
the
over and
bugs.
grab it. You get our age, you don't want to bend over because you don't know if you're going to come back up or not.
Well, I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that's a bird.
No, that's one of the millers we got here in West Virginia. they look like small birds, but they're not.
Again, in the corner for the debut guy, Jacob Stanton, is the veteran Justin Teddy Bear Navarre over here. I think he's a veteran of about 35 professional bouts.
I've seen it. I've seen that guy take some shots.
Yeah, I have
shots.
too. I have
Big
too.
guys.
I saw Mike Shepard fight that guy one time.
He actually
did.
fought. I think he actually fought amateur at super middleweight, and then fighting pro at
And
heavyweight.
super talented kid.
Yeah.
A lot of talent. Good fighter. Real
Well,
good
this
fighter.
kid is confident now, and you're right. He's fighting a little bit like an
Good to
MMA
see.
guy. Here's what he
There's a
looks.
huge right hand. He's getting loose now. It looks like he's just starting to get warmed up now.
Well, I don't think he has any fear of what's
Brown's
going to
trying
come
do
back
to
at him. Yeah,
I don't think Brown has the power to stand while he's
it doesn't look like it right now, but you got to give him credit. He just keeps trying to.
staying in there.
Definitely fights in that older style with his foot kind of in the bucket.
He just got rattled there.
Another
with that
big right hand. Yeah.
But here he comes right back again.
Wow. How many fights we had so far tonight?
This will be our fight number 5 was scratched. This is about number 7. This is a 6-5 of the night out of 16.
Okay, out of 6 fights, I'm going to tell you, I have not seen one guy yet that has nothing but pure guts.
Yeah, everyone's ready to
MMA,
fight.
kickboxing, or boxing, every one of them
Everybody's
has
been
brought
ready.
everything they got.
We've had one MMA submission,
Win or
and
lose.
one boxing knockout.
Yeah, been some good warriors
Yep.
so far.
Yeah, no one's backed up in any of the fights. That's for sure.
You know, I'd really like to see. I'd like to see the fight pick up a little bit, maybe throw some more, get a little busier. You must have heard me.
Yeah, he slacked off after landing that huge right hand. He kind of let Xavier Brown off the hook here.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jacob definitely start letting his hands go a little bit.
Well, and that ought to, convince him that, hey, since he's slowed down, this gives me a chance to try to climb back into the fight because he's way
this
down on
is-
the scorecard
This is
right
something
now.
you see in debut fighters. They're not sure if their tank has enough fuel in it, and so
Right.
they kind of hold back a little bit. Before.
You look at Stanton. He's definitely got the more focused eyes. He's zoned in on
He just
Brown.
needs to let them hands go. Maybe keep them
Throwing
up.
some hard shots there towards the end of the round here. And there's the bell at the end of the second round. It's a good 2 rounds of action there. Thought
It is.
Brown got caught with a hard right hand there and staggered him, but Stanton let him off the hook. So we'll see how
Well, I
things go.
think
in
if
the third round.
Brown will, and I mean, I don't mean to be silly here, but honestly, the only thing that's going to land for him is straight down the pipe. And he's starting, this other guy's backing off a little bit, being, like you said, kind of conserve the tank. If he would just start putting 1-2s together, or 1-2-3, and when I say 1-2-3, jab right hand, jab back out, or seal off, just the little basics of it, he can get back into this, because he doesn't seem to have as much powers.
Yeah, I think if he just throws down a pipe, I think, so what we saw in the first round was when Xavier engaged, Jacob would then take advantage because he didn't close the gap, but he's not closing the gap, and neither is he. So one of them needs to pick it up this round. I'd probably give both rounds to the blue corner, but
I think so, without doubt.
One thing we haven't seen at all so far tonight really is anybody establishing a good jab.
No, not yet. Zach was trying, but the right hand just seemed to work a little better.
Yeah, he was trying to, but I think the other guy was so aggressive. It's hard to establish a jab on a guy being that aggressive.
I think I see that more in a lot of these younger fighters. They don't work off it. We came up with behind the jab. That was how everybody trained us to fight. And I don't know that that's.
I remember my first day in the gym. They put a full face headgear on me and tied my right hand to my mouth, my mask on there, to where I could only throw jabs.
Yeah.
That's the only punch I learned for the first 2 weeks.
You did. Hey, I went to the National Golden Gloves, and I think that's all I threw was a jab and a few right hands.
You know, I was a southpaw, and I think my right hand was better than my left hand because I used it so much.
Stan just landed a good right uppercut there off the combination.
He's starting to work the jab a little bit.
Looks like he just needs to let something go.
He's got good head movement, good body movement. It looks like, he actually, for a debut guy,
there's a good right hand.
He looks like he's experienced. So he's had some experience in another.
And I think what we see here is he really definitely has a lot more power.
Yeah, he's had some experience in
He's the stronger guy in there, no doubt.
He's either fought MMA or kickboxing before.
Another good right hand.
And Xavier Brown's face is really how red his face is from the hard shots.
It is, but I'll tell you, he just seems to brush it off like, hey, I got to keep going.
He's taking it. Straight left missed. He's wanting to stick his jab out there, but he's not really wanting to. It's only Xavier Brown there. He's just pulling with it, and short changing. He's afraid he won't get hit with a counter. Here towards the last 5 seconds of the round here, there's some big shots here by Stanton. That's the end of the fight.
Well, he did a big bunch of talking there in the last 10 seconds, and what he should have done was use that energy to press the fight a little bit more. But he won that fight.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Yeah, he won that fight easily. Yeah, I'd give that one to blue corner. Yeah, Stanton definitely controlled that fight, all 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give the guy credit for hanging in there because he got dropped in the first, took some big right hands throughout the fight, and never stopped coming forward. He did his best.
Yeah, he hung right in there.
It just wasn't good enough tonight for this guy. Guy was just too strong.
Yeah, I think he was just a little too strong. Might try a smaller weight class or try to work on his strength a little bit. Looks up next we got
this one.
Kickboxing, 135 pounds, 3 2-minute rounds.
Joe, Jerry said he left my phone and that charger over with the guys with the TV stuff. You can go over and say, hey, announcement, I need to get his cell phone.
Here we go with the official announcement.
Yeah, Jerry said they got it plugged in.
We have unanimous decision for the fighter fighting out of the Morton's Auto Body and Collision blue corner.
I mean, that was an easy one to score.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, first of all, the first round was a 10-8 round.
Yeah, the kid in the red corner felt like he won the fight. But
well, you can't go down in the first round and then not land anything big.
Not in a 3-round fight, you can't. You'd have to really win big. It's hard even a 4-round professional fight. If you score a knockdown in the first round, you're digging out of a deep hole to even get back to even.
Right.
Coming up next, we got 135-pound kickboxing. It's like the bantamweight division. Taylon Wallace in the red corner out of Belpre, Ohio, fighting out of Hubbard Muay Thai kickboxing. Taking on Justin Milam out of hometown Doghouse Gym out of Parkersburg, West Virginia here. Now, I've heard Justin's name quite a bit, so I'm not sure how many fights he's had.
Yeah.
Outer Spaces Unlimited Salvage Homes.
Well, we're moving along.
Thank you, Joe.
It says right here, Justin Milam is a black belt in karate. He started fighting in 2015 as an MMA fighter. 2017, runner-up in the Parkersburg Tough Man. And he coaches women's boxing at Doghouse Gym here in Parkersburg. He's taking on Taylon Wallace.
Out of the Mindfulness Holistic Wellness and Healing red corner. Weighted at 124 pounds in his debut tonight, he represents Hubbard.
Nothing like confidence.
Ohio.
That's the next fight. Yeah.
His opponent fighting out of the Martin
Kickboxing, 135 pounds, bantamweight division.
129 pounds, looking for his first win tonight. Represents.
Has he got heart on his trunks? Are those hearts?
West Virginia.
Looks like he's got his Valentine's Day trunks on. That's the next fight.
Okay.
So we got
Here we go.
Taylon Wallace out of Belpre, Ohio in the red corner with the Valentine's Day trunks on. Taking on Justin Milam out of Parkersburg in the blue corner.
It's not looking good.
Looks like
Well, I'd say that's a hurricane going right there.
he's like a banty rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a knockdown.
Now, what's the length on these rounds, Adam?
These are 2-minute rounds.
You don't want to empty a tank in the first 30 seconds of the fight.
He's awful confident.
You know what? I might do that if my guy had on hearts on his trunks.
Maybe. Or if my cardio is exceptional, maybe.
Oh, he's hanging in there. I mean,
I will say I know Justin. He's a trainer. He trains hard. He's always in the gym.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Justin is trying to go out as the heartbreaker here.
Good right hand.
Good right hand. Good kicks.
Oh, good left.
Staying aggressive. Another good right hand. Good left hook.
He's absolutely landing some hard shots. Staggered him that time.
Man,
Again, another excellent fight.
Another great fight.
All action.
it's a little one-sided right now, but still, it's.
Yeah, I'd be honest with you. I believe Justin's doing a good job of mixing it up. He's legs and hands. Not one-sided here. I think in the kickboxing fights,
Ooh, good,
this is the first
beautiful
one we've
right
seen.
hand. Justin's all gas and no brakes right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll get some breaks here.
Well, I'll give this kid credit. Like I said, I mean, so far we haven't seen anybody just lay down.
Accidental low kick there by Milam. Kicking a little low there.
I'd take the full time if I had it.
Less than 10 seconds, fellas.
Less than 10 seconds left in the round. You hear the referee shout. End of the round. Good action first round. A little lopsided.
but action-packed for sure. I'll give the red corner a lot of credit. He stood up there. He took some shots.
Yeah. He got dropped early on. And
He's trying not to get his heart broken.
yeah.
Maybe that's it.
No pun intended.
I think that's exactly what you intended.
The heartbreaker.
I would never do such a thing. Well,
He's fighting out of my neck of the woods, Belpre, Ohio.
Belpre, Ohio.
Right.
I didn't even know we had a gym in Belpre.
Beautiful downtown Belpre.
Well, maybe we don't.
Maybe we don't.
I worked at a steel plant in Belpre one time for a shutdown. Actually, twice. So a week one time and a weekend one time.
What was it called?
Elkim Metals.
Oh, yeah. That's a dirty place, too.
Which place is it?
Elkim.
Yeah, well, that's,
When we left every day, all you could see on us was eyes and teeth. We were so filthy dirty. So,
all right, so Talon's coming out. Talon is coming out a little harder,
Takedown.
being aggressive, and Justin's kind of maybe emptied his tank in that first round.
He's hoping. Spinning back fist there by Milan.
So, he's still punching.
Oh, big right hand by Milan there.
I can't believe this kid's still standing, to be honest with you.
He's taking an onslaught right now.
Ref might want
Ref's getting ready to step in right now.
Ref might want to step in.
There's a second knockdown. He just took about 7 or 8 clean punches there.
He ate a lot more.
Damn, he's getting up.
He's bleeding in the nose.
Yeah.
He wants to keep going.
He wants to keep going.
I don't know that his body language says he wants to keep going.
I don't know. I mean, as much as he's taking
kid.
it wasn't bad.
He's a tough kid. He's taking a deep breath there, deep sigh of relief. I'm not sure, but
I think now's the time for Justin to keep the gas down.
yeah, it looks like he's out of gas now. Oh, that was a big liver kick there.
I don't know. Is that an illegal shot? I don't know kickboxing, but it must be.
I'm not sure, but that was a good one.
I heard it.
But he threw a punch and spun and missed. And
Caught him in the back.
He walked himself right into that kick. But looks like he's okay, ready to come back in. This Talon Wallace is a tough kid. I'll give him credit.
Oh, he is, really.
Again, I think that, this is the time to attack.
Again, if the referee doesn't stop this fight early, his corner might need to take a look at it as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no, that's a big left hook.
I think the referee just needs to go ahead and step in.
I think this is time to stop. What's he going to accomplish? He's down already.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
That might have broke his ribs right there.
That might have ended there.
Just stop the fight. He needs to stop it.
Dave waved it off.
That's the right call. Probably should have made that call 20 punches before this.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, we're all here as a sport. Nobody's getting rich here. And Adam's fighting the Millers with it looks like Japanese Beetles.
Yeah, I got one of the Beetle baby.
But I think that nobody's getting rich here. And protecting the health of the fighter is the most important.
And this kid might have a big hospital bill because I'm telling you, that last kick to the ribs, it might have cracked a couple
and that's
ribs.
the thing, these amateurs aren't getting paid anything.
I mean, you look at his body, it's pretty beat up. And
these amateurs aren't getting paid at all. And, earlier in this career, you just need to, if you're taking a loss pretty bad, just be a good corner man, just stop the fight.
Right.
Let your fighter live to fight another day.
Yeah,
I still remember a couple years ago.
It might be broken. And
I'm not sure who the fighter was, but I remember it was one of Mayweather's fighters fought on a show, and I think he was 6-0 and fought on ESPN. It was an absolute war. Absolute war. He won the fight, but it was an absolute war. He took a lot of punches. And I'll never forget after the fight, Teddy Atlas asked Roger Mayweather, what's next for this fighter? And Roger Mayweather said, I'm going to recommend he retires. Yeah. He said, because after you take that many punches and that many clean punches, you're never the same fighter again. It was shocking to hear, but at the same time, it makes sense.
Truth, yeah.
Big win there by Justin.
Everybody's got their opinion about the Mayweathers. Roger was a good trainer. And that's a good trainer. When a good trainer, I just talked to Sam Jones and we were talking about fighting, and he's like, it's one punch. And one punch could change somebody's entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the guy that right now that just got the WBC belt the other day, took the pop shots a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He just had another surgery the other day. He's permanently in vegetative state.
Well, last year we were watching, the pro fights, and Buddy McGirt was working the corner, and he tried to get his fiter to stop for 2 rounds, trying to talk him out of it. Finally, he stopped it, but the guy died that night.
Yeah.
And then in the same night, across the pond, another fighter dies. So 2 pro fighters die in one night. different parts of the world, but it's a dangerous sport.
It's a real dangerous sport.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going on inside somebody's body. And, you know, a lot of these guys are cutting weight. They've taken, and the truth is, the punishment they take in this ring is really just the tip of it. I mean, they've been in the gym for weeks, fighting, sparring, going pretty hard. And, yeah, it can be dangerous.
It is.
Now, this next fighter here, Brandon Kelly, I watched him fight down to Huntington Tough Man back in end of June. Coming up there, he's fighting out of the blue corner.
He's got a handlebar mustache?
He's got a huge handlebar mustache, and he's absolutely phenomenal. Excellent fighter. Excellent fighter, yes. And he's fighting a hometown kid out of looks like out of Parkersburg here, David Hardman, fighting out of the Doghouse Gym. So this should be a good one here, because Brandon Kelly is a very confident guy. Fights out of Lexington, Kentucky.
Now, is this a MMA fight?
Now this fight's set for 3 1-minute rounds,
This is boxing,
right?
middleweight division, 160 pounds, 3 1-minute rounds.
Okay.
You got David Hardman fighting out of Parkersburg Doghouse Gym against Brandon Kelly out of Ultimate Ninja Athletics in Lexington, Kentucky.
Well, I'm glad you've been able to keep track of that program right there, because after we had something scratched, I kind of lost my place.
I think we're back on track now.
Yeah.
But after the fight, I must ask him a question. Looks like the ring has been invaded by the Beetle Bailey bugs right
I would have
now.
laughed hard on that had you not already given that up about 3 hours ago. Well, as always, you know, the fights, you hope for good fights, and tonight they're good fights and it's entertaining. But even more, it's always fun to sit around with guys I like and talk.
And just joke and cut up and carry on.
Yeah.
We've all been in the ring together and trained together.
So David Hardman's a last-minute replacement in this fight. David is nicknamed locally the Gumby. You'll notice that because of his long arms and long legs. But, you know, he's a game fighter. I've seen him in the gym, and he's definitely game. He's entertaining.
He's sporting the wonderful farmer's tan of the wife beater.
Yeah, looked like it was on lopsided.
Yeah, he had a little crooked.
Good kid, though. Got a great heart, and I think he'll come and give it all he's got for.
Brandon Kelly, like I said, I saw him fight at Huntington Tough Man a couple weeks ago. He's an excellent fighter.
53.
That mustache is epic.
Yeah.
Gary, you think you can grow one of those?
Kelly in the blue corner fighting with the red, white, and the blue. And I think what he said was he actually was on the TV show, The American Ninja Warrior. He was on it twice.
Oh,
I'm more interested in that mustache. That thing's amazing.
Here he goes.
Well, then he is a good athlete then.
Oh.
Huge body.
Oh. Looks like he's just throwing overhand haymakers for this fight.
He's throwing hard.
That's it.
Hardman goes down.
I think we need to stop that fight.
Yeah, it's those are hard shots.
Those are real hard shots. Obviously Kelly, the bigger man here.
I don't know.
It's going to happen again here, but he's going to give him one more chance.
He's got to keep his hands up. He just took another nasty gut clip with the right hand on that one.
Yeah, he did.
With that left hand low, he's ready for that overhand right. That's all Kelly's throwing.
Yeah, Kelly's throwing some big punches. But
I'll tell you what,
he's wild, but his straight punches are strong.
He's hitting him in the arms, and it looks like it's going to break his arm.
And he's down again. And the corner stopping the fight. Donnie Miller has stopped the fight.
Yeah, I'd stop the fight, definitely.
It's like the red corner's wanting to throw the towel in here.
Fight's over.
They're gonna throw in the towel here. I think physically, Dave is outmatched in this fight.
Veteran corner man Donnie Miller.
Good corner. Good call.
But David Hardman, credit to him, stepped in last-minute replacement against a much bigger, stronger guy.
Adam, you've done that. You've stepped in last minute. That's not easy.
No, it's not easy at all. But that's what they say. You gotta always stay ready. You never know when you're gonna get that call for another good fight.
He just got in there. He's got some guts. Let's give it up for David Hardman, please.
Yeah, it's definitely a last-minute thing.
Like we talked about earlier, the biggest win of my career, which Gary was my trainer for, we stepped in on 10 days' notice.
Yeah.
Against a good fighter,
Against
undefeated.
a good guy, undefeated fighter out of Pittsburgh.
Really doesn't give you an opportunity to understand who you're fighting and to prep mentally, not just physically. I mean, I know David. He spends all his time in the gym, so he's there physically, but mentally it's a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you were just doing there, talking to the referee, you get concerned
Good sportsmanship here. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was that way in Huntington too with all his guys he fought.
Yeah, I've been in the sport 20-something, a long time. And not as long as Gary, but a long time. And,
most of your life.
9% of the fighters I've ran into, they're good people.
Yeah.
They really are. Good sportsmen.
Yeah, once in a blue moon you come across one who's just a bad seed. You just he's a cancer and you just don't want to deal with him. But
they usually get pushed out of the gyms.
Yeah, most of the guys, or you'll see them, they're trained in 1,000 different gyms in their career. They just keep getting run out everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of that comes down to boxing. And, for me, boxing was a life changer as a kid. But, these trainers are pouring into these kids almost as father figures, especially in today's world. And they're giving them a lot of opportunities to, understand discipline, hard work, dedication. And it's Mike Shepard and fights like these that allow these kids to have the goal.
That's what it's all about, If they take that same work ethic, the same mental toughness to any job that they're going to have in life, regardless of what it is they're doing, they'll make some money.
There's not too many sports like combat sports or boxing for sure that it's like life, You're going to get knocked down and you got to get back up. You're going to face uncertainties in that ring and you're going to face uncertainties in life.
Right.
All right.
It's a great opportunity to learn to persevere. And Mike did that today. I mean, this show really looked like it was going to get canceled.
This next fight here looks like it's going to be a banger here. We got a light heavyweight, 205-pound MMA. You got Tyrone Kinchin fight out of the red corner out of Marietta, Ohio, making his debut. Fights out of running jiu-jitsu and MMA. Says he's just a dude out here chasing his dream. Played high school football and he's making his fight debut. Taking on Jeremy Pratt, Doghouse Gym out of St. Mary's, West Virginia. Tyrone Kinchin has entered the ring. And we've got 16 total bouts. This is bout number 9 of the evening. £205.
Joe, she's over at my house. I said, I'll be over here in a little while. She said, I'm drinking wine. I told her to come pick me up. She sent me a pic. She said, I've been drinking a lot of wine, so I'll be loopy when you get here. And then a couple seconds later, she said, oh, I forgot, I'm picking you up. I said, that's real funny. You better stop drinking. Good news is she only has to go a mile.
Veteran referee Robert Riley, military veteran, in the ring here.
Physically, it looks like an even match to me.
Physically, this looks like we got some bangers again.
Yeah, absolutely. And bad intentions in their eyes. You guys watched that Conor McGregor fight with that leg, man. That did not look good.
It couldn't happen to a better man.
I don't like him in his younger career, but then once all the stuff.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Everything that you do, when the fight was over and then he still said the stuff he did to that guy's wife, there's a point to where, okay, I know you're promoting.
From a sportsmanship perspective.
When he punched the 75-year-old man in the bar.
Yeah.
He's got his own. What is it? Irish whiskey now.
Yeah, he's got the money.
I would almost seem to think that he's probably having an issue there that's causing some problems.
Looking for the takedown here.
Joe, make sure you take over here because you're the MMA guy right now.
Not really, but he definitely went for the takedown.
You guys know way more than I know.
Into a full mount. Got him with the 2 underarms. Right on his back. Good takedown.
Jeremy Pratt on top right now.
Gonna do some ground and pound. It's a bad position for the kid out of Marietta. He needs to get out of this position.
Kid from Marietta making his debut here.
Tyrone.
He's in a very bad spot.
See him working his way over to the corner, maybe get a break from the ref. say if we were in a cage, he could push himself back up against the cage, but you don't get that luxury.
He's
fighting
got
in the ring.
position now. He's in the driver's seat.
Bad spot.
Drop some hammer fist. He's going to move him to the center of the ring.
Center him up.
He'll want to bridge hard out of this. But he's in a pretty bad position right now.
He tried. Bad spot.
Trying to defend the hammer fist, and
he just wants to land one big shot.
He's trying.
He's
got some good ones there.
Yeah, he is.
He really needs to break his hips down and really try to get closer. He's got to get a hold of his body and pull him in. This space is bad for him.
Yeah, he does. Ref's not going to let that happen too long.
He's not getting hit clean with a lot of stuff, it looks like. He's grazing off his arm. He's done a good job of...
He is absolutely defending.
He's done a good job of swimming his way out of it.
Hey, but when you're that big and strong, grazing's enough.
A lot of energy being expended there, too.
He did a good job of swimming out of that.
He's got a nice gash on his head.
State tailback on the state championship football.
Strong kid, athletic kid.
The Gough Hazards Smackdown 3 is brought to you by Candler Window Creations. Strong Tower Contracting. Mindfulness.
Good first round. Once again.
Well, he's got a cut to 10 with over here. He's got a nice gash right up on high up on his forehead.
Another good fight on the Doghouse promotion show here.
The Boathouse in Marietta.
Joe, I wished you had a set of headphones on.
I know, I can't hear what you guys are saying.
I know, but you're doing a great job. I would have never noticed
that. I
that.
sound okay.
I thought, well, Joe can read lips like no one I've
I'm
ever
trying
seen.
to hear you. You're a little further away. I can hear Adam pretty good.
I got a big man. I got a DJ voice. I DJ for 12 years, so I had to learn how to talk into a microphone.
All right, here we go at it again. Prattberger versus Kitchen. Kind of waiting to feel each other out. I really feel like the blue corner is wanting to go for a takedown again and try to dominate.
He definitely wants to take him down.
He's got a good strawberry there on the left side of his temple.
Yeah.
Hammer fist will do that to you. These smaller MMA gloves are also...
We were told that he was Tyrone was a running back on a state champion football team.
Yeah.
Runner-up state wrestling champ, so he knows how to shoot.
Strong athletic looking kid.
Yes. Neither of them are doing. There's a leg kick. Trying to work that jab, trying to establish that distance. Got to be careful. That's the reason I didn't really like him.
There's what he was looking for.
You had to be careful. Because you want to strike, but then you can't expose yourself to the takedown. He's got side already.
He's got a side man on him. Tyrone doing a good job.
He needs to take this leg right here and tie the one leg down is what he needs to do.
Shrimp out of that.
Yep.
Looks like Jeremy Pratt's doing a good job. He's trying to work that left knee up on the arm to pin it down, and he's got it. He's got it pinned down now.
Is he working on? I can't see it from this angle. If he's working on a triangle,
he's trying to choke him. Yeah.
Nice
Good knee to the body. Yeah.
Throwing some elbows to the body now.
So he said, "I'll give you a couple back."
Yeah, not
There's
full
what he
mount.
needed to do. Yeah,
position.
As in full mount again.
Tyron's back in defensive mode here, trying not to catch too many shots.
That's the end of the round.
Another good fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I'd say Jeremy Pratt's having his way in this fight right now.
Jeremy Pratt is doing an excellent job of controlling the action.
You know, that's MMA for you. It really is more of a who can enforce. You know, in boxing, we only have two hands. And so it's just a matter of who's going to get the best punches or be the best defense. In MMA, if you're a stand-up fighter and the other guy's a ground fighter, it's about who can establish their will better and take you down or, you know, dominate in that platform. But it looks like he's doing a great job here tonight.
Yeah. it's one of those sports you watch it, and they set each other up for something else. You get them moving a certain way to set them up for this arm bar or that. It's insane watching these guys work.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to have to worry about.
Well, it's like boxing. People think it's just people throwing punches in each other's head, and it's
several
not.
years ago, Matt Brown, which has been very successful in the UFC, came to our gym. And I boxed with him a little bit and was teaching him stuff. And he said, show me how you do this inside. I said, Matt, you'll never use it. You never use it. Once you get
that close, you're going down.
Yeah, I said, all you need is what you're going to do from long range. That's it.
Jeremy took him down.
Tyron finds himself back on his back again.
Again, these sports, it's a chess match. You get them doing a certain thing and moving a certain way to set them up for something else. And it's all a chess match. It's not just two people throwing punches at each other, kicks at each other.
I imagine that Riley's going to wait for a long action and reset them in the middle of the ring.
There he goes for an arm bar.
He's going for Kimura. Kimura.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Oh,
he's got it locked in.
Don't break it.
Tyron's fighting out of it. Strong kid.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he got
and he's out of it.
That one.
I don't know how he got out of that. That's pretty tough. That's the one thing I'll tap on real quick because I don't want my arms broke.
Well,
I'll take the chokehold over the.
You start choking on me, I'm done. Get your hands over, get everything off my throat. I don't know if I'd be able to take a shin kick or not. I'd probably get mad and just quit.
I don't think I could.
I'd be ready to fight then. All right, gloves are off.
Well, this is the third and final round, and he has dominated all.
Every round.
So,
but I got to give Tyron Kitchen some credit here. He's really defended well.
Strong
I mean, he hasn't gotten stopped.
Well, to fight through that arm bar right there.
He fought through that.
Got out that Kimura, yeah. And he had it locked in pretty good, too.
He did. I thought we were going to see a break.
10 seconds.
He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah, that forearm's going to be really sore tomorrow. Elbow, probably. That's the end of the round.
Oh, that was another good fight.
End of the fight. Jeremy Pratt dominated all 3 rounds.
Yeah, tough kid.
Good, strong effort from both fighters. Good sportsmanship again.
Up next, boxing, heavyweights, the battle of the champions. 205 pounds, you got a Beckley tough man champion. Ali Capobianco from Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, taking on Zach Hardiman from Parkersburg, the Parkersburg tough man champion. Battle of the champions, 3 2-minute rounds. Coming up next.
There's a lot of tough guys around here.
Yeah. Hey. Oh boy.
Where are we at now on the?
This will be bout number 9, just finished up, so 7 more bouts.
Knock them out quick, baby.
Getting an excellent crowd here tonight. The weather's holding off for us so far. After the monsoon we got hit with earlier today. I see a half moon peeking through the clouds. Waiting on the judges' official scorecards. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're at the Gough Hazard Summer Smackdown 3 live from Parkersburg, West Virginia.
It's a unanimous decision for the fighter fighting out of the Martin Zone.
We got a unanimous decision.
Representing Dog.
So, representing the Doghouse Gym, Jeremy Pratt, the winner.
Unanimous.
Yeah, that was a good decision.
To say unanimous would be an understatement.
He dominated position the entire fight.
Not just all 3 rounds, but I mean every bit.
Again, hats off to Tyron Kitchen, tough kid.
He showed a lot of heart hanging
in his debut.
Fought through that arm bar, and I mean just took some good shots to the head. So yeah, that's a great job.
And here we go. Boxing champion of champions, 205 pounds. Zach Hardiman, Ali Capabianco.
I saw Zach Hardiman at the Parkersburg Tough Man this year. He put on a great performance. He knocked out Bryce Pickens, former two-time Tough Man champion. Knocked him out cold in the final round of that fight.
Yeah.
It looks like this fight here, Zach's going to have quite a reach advantage on Ali.
Yes. Yeah, real big reach advantage in this fight. But I was shorter in my career, and I always thought that gave me an advantage because I was lower center of gravity. I know I didn't have the reach, but I always felt like, I had a lower center of gravity. I'd come up out of that. Mike Tyson was a great example of that.
You had no choice to have that lower center of gravity.
Yeah.
You had a set of calves
Tree
on you.
trunks for legs.
Yeah, it's true. But Mike Tyson was the same way as a heavyweight. I mean, he was real low to the ground, but he sprung up out of that with a lot of power and force. So I think
he did.
If you know
I'd like to do a measurement on your calves and match them up against my thighs, because I actually think that if your calves were on my thighs, I'd look a little deformed.
I remember we were at a fight at the field house one time, and I saw some guys walk through the crowd, and little stocky guys, bald head, and I seen this guy's calf. I said, that's got to be Joe Payne's shoulders. I said, yeah, it's my brother.
Never did calf exercise in my life.
Well, I told him, I said, if you I told him we were trading one time. I said, Joe, if you lost those calves, you'd make lightweight.
Yeah, light heavy at least.
Huge reach advantage here for these two fighters here.
Yeah, he's going to try to work that jab.
This is the champion of champions bout. Ali Capabianco in the black.
That was low.
Zach Hardiman in the white.
Way low. I mean, that was bad low.
Right on the button.
Hit him in
that's what you get when you got a height advantage, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I actually saw him sit down and it looked bad.
Hey, you get one per fight.
Yeah.
That's a mulligan. We are on a golf course.
Zach's putting them on right now.
Well, huge
right hand. Huge right
on the
button. Right on the jaw.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. You hit somebody low, sometimes it'll wake them up. And it woke him up.
Put me to sleep.
Yeah, he caught him right on the
Oh, he was hurt. He was hurt.
The round's not over yet.
I'd say Zach needs to keep his head up.
Yeah.
Tuck that chin.
Tuck the chin.
Get hit with one of those wild haymakers. Right there.
Ali coming back here.
Another great fight, guys.
That was almost low again.
That's the first slip I've seen all night.
Good left hook.
Zach doing a good job of another good right hand.
I want to remind you guys, these are 2-minute rounds. This isn't like the Tough Man 1-minute round, so
that's all right.
It's a big difference. That's double the time.
Oh, boy. Man, his leg just buckled right there. Well, Joe, what you just brought up right now, these guys are just going at it. But what's going to happen in a minute, we're going to find out who can handle that 2 minutes. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. They came out so hot and heavy, I didn't even see that Ali was a southpaw.
Good body shots.
Hardiman continued to allow Capabianco to get past that reach.
Hardiman's definitely showing.
It's a good right hand at the bell.
He looks a little tired right there.
Yeah. Deep breaths. That's what you got to tell them in the corner.
Slow your breath.
Deep breaths.
Get the heart rate down.
Yeah. Get that oxygen back in the tank.
So Zach Hardiman's 29 years old. Fighting out of Parkersburg. Ali Rico Suave Capabianco Jr., 23 years old. He's a law enforcement agency officer.
I like that description. That's pretty good.
So he's a two-time Division III NCAA wrestling qualifier and a tough man champion.
Wow. That's impressive.
So, good athlete.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he took a right hand there, and I saw him wake his eyes. We're back
You
as
see
big
that-
as
you see
silver
those
dollars.
eyes?
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I fought a guy named Joe Kay in the Huntington Tough Man in 2004. And we're a pair of blue jeans. I hit him with the right hand, and his eyes rolled back in his head, and I hit him with another right hand, and his eyes straightened
Round
up.
2.
Should just stay with the first
Yeah, I should have just quit.
one. Here we go. Nice body shot. Nice right hand.
You know, when Zach can keep that space and get him on those
Zach needs
punches.
to use that reach, yeah. Well, there's a big right hand.
Yeah, he's not using his reach at all. He's letting Ali get past it and pressure him. Down he goes. Hartman's down.
Yeah, referee.
Looks like a body shot got him.
He took a couple shots after the.
Yeah. You know, this is a game of endurance for
That's where
sure.
those 2-minute rounds are
Well,
coming
what
into
you
play.
just said, Joe, the 2-minute rounds, I think we see
We'll see if it
who
wakes.
it must have affected first.
Twice the fight.
We'll see if that woke Zach up a little bit. I'd say Ali's gonna pressure him and keep them.
This corner's pretty excited over there.
Oh, that's a big uppercut. That's a big uppercut, right uppercut by Ali. That's a good. Oh, Hartman's down again.
Yeah, he's just getting swarmed. Yeah.
I think this is just fatigue.
Yeah.
Because he's done a good job of taking the punches, but I think he's just fatigued at this point.
Yeah. Hell, he came out and took control. Wow. He's pissed. That's unbelievable. The guy's in the corner. Guy's in the corner taking an 8 count, and he comes back out and looked like he was the guy. It looked like it was reversed.
I was just explaining to Joe at ringside here. I see veteran trainer Lionel Royer at ringside here. Lionel was in an electrocution accident.
Actually, I just
about 2
talked to him
years
this
ago,
year. Yeah.
Where he was almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I stopped at his gym about 3 months ago, and he told me all about it.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen him since the accident, so
Yeah.
it's really good to see him out.
Yeah, he said I think he said he's about ready to go back to work.
All right, here we go, Gary.
Yeah, this is good.
I got these headphones on. This is
Hey,
way,
get over here. Get closer, man. I can hear you.
these are way better with these headphones
Yeah.
on. We'll just kick Adam out.
I'm going to tell you, Zach doesn't. I hope he doesn't quit, because this other boy seems to have really hit the wall, like he doesn't want to go on. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I tell you, he needs to quit smothered himself. He needs
Well, I'm
to keep that-
serious. I'm
keep
not
that
kidding
range.
you. After he got the knockdown, he acted like he was done. See, look, I'm telling you, he's in trouble.
Right at the end of them punches where he needs to be.
Yes,
Right there.
he's in trouble. Reaches for the big shot there.
Did Zach switch southpaw on us?
He did.
Yeah. Now he's letting him get mauled again, and then I don't think that's a good place for Zach to be.
Oh, nice right hand, Zach.
Needs to follow up with that one again.
Yeah.
He's definitely throwing them jabs.
Oh, nice uppercut. Nice uppercut.
Oh, mouthpiece
Another
is out.
nice uppercut.
Mouthpiece is out. He's falling.
I'm telling you, man, he's
It's
turned this
almost
fight
over.
around.
He's ready to be done.
What a turnaround.
Wow.
Huge comeback here by Zach
Oh,
Hartman.
my gosh.
Big comeback.
Showed a lot of heart. That's it. I'm telling you, that was what a turnaround.
Gonna get the mouthpiece here. Clean that off.
The mouthpiece laying in the pile of Beetle Bailey bugs over there.
It did. It really did.
Hey, didn't I tell you? I said, I think I don't know if he's got enough in him, and all of a sudden it turned around.
Yeah, it's I think Zach won round 1 and round 2 went to
And
Ali.
look,
so
Zach's coming out
he's
here ready to.
back at him.
Oh man, he's ready to go.
Let's see.
Like the Ali man punched himself out.
Well, he's coming back now.
Now he's back in it.
Now's Ali coming back.
Wow, what a fight, man.
Oh!
I think Ali realized, hey, I got 2 knockdowns. I can't quit on this.
Can't quit on this one. Man, this will be a tough one to
This
judge.
is 6 minutes of nonstop punching.
He's back at it. Both fighting.
Big uppercut.
Hartman needs the knockout here to
I'm
win.
telling you, if he wouldn't have fell into him, I think he'd have went down.
10 seconds. His big uppercut again. And again. Oh, he's down
He's
on his
gonna
feet.
stop him.
He's out on his feet.
Oh, my.
Oh, saved by the
Excellent
bell.
fight.
Wow.
Excellent fight.
What a finish, man. That was a good fight.
Saved by the bell.
Hey, these headphones is way better with these headphones on.
It is.
At least I know what I'm saying.
What a fight, man. That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was an excellent fight.
I swear to God, I haven't watched
If it wasn't for the
ESPN
2
for 5
knockdowns.
years. It's had fights as good as these tonight.
Agreed.
I'm not joking.
Great night.
Everybody knows that.
Are they as skilled? Maybe no.
Maybe not. But they got the
do
heart.
they have as much heart? I think so.
Absolutely. A lot of heart. Oh, they're covering the corner in some water over there. I don't think that was necessary. Man, there's Lionel. How you doing, Lionel? So good. Good to see him.
Yeah.
Recovering from that accident.
And don't forget, you can get some grub right over here in the trail.
Kenny Walkins working in the corner here of
T-shirts are on
Kevin. Is it Kevin Harmon? Yeah, he's
behind the black tent.
one of the head trainers down at Doghouse Gym. Zach Harmon. Sorry, I had that wrong. Yeah, Kenny's one of the head trainers down at the Doghouse Gym. Got a lot of heart. Loves working with the kids.
Yeah, he does.
And again, I think, locally in these kind of fights, that's really what it's all about. Working with these kids and helping them, give them goals and something to fight for.
Getting some pictures taken behind us
I
there.
saw that. The Hammer Donnie Miller back there behind us.
Yeah.
Local legend. I used to call him 4 times because he multiplied everything he said by 4.
Is that right?
I did 12 rounds today. I said, no, you didn't. You did 4. You did 3. I ran 12 miles today. No, you ran 3.
Just a little problem with the math, that's all.
He liked to exaggerate a little bit, but he's a great guy.
Yeah,
He's a real good guy.
What do you
He's another one that's great with the kids, too.
What do you think the judges are deciding here?
This is a hard one. I wouldn't want to judge this fight.
Well, the only thing that's going to go against Zach is he was knocked down twice, so he got 2 8 counts. And that's just hard to fight through on the
but those were in the
scorecard.
same round. So that's a 10-8 round. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 10-7
No,
round.
it'd be a 10-7 round. 2 knockdowns.
Does it have to be a 10-7?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's over.
Yeah,
I
then
don't
it's
think you win
over,
on
yeah.
scorecards.
And I hate that for him because,
Well, he had a knockdown in the first
that's
round.
in your head.
So he won the first round 10-8.
I think if there had been
Lost the second
another
round.
20 seconds in the
Yeah,
fight,
I think he would have stopped it.
yeah, he would have stopped it.
Well, he's cheering
I
the crowd on.
think Robert Riley was on the verge of stopping it right there with the bell ended.
Well,
He
let's
was.
talk about that. So you could make that third round a 10-8 round. You
Yeah.
could.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
could make that first round a 10-8 round, or was a 10-8 round. That changes the fight.
Yeah, it
he
does.
may have won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have.
Well, they're taking a long time to come up with the score, almost as long as it took for the fight. So evidently they're having some
They got
problems
to take their
figuring it
shoes
out.
off and count the toes.
They're having as many issues with their math as Donnie did.
That's true.
Oh, here we go. Somebody finally figured the math out.
Decision goes to
Good
the fighter
sportsmanship
fighting out
again,
the
I love it.
mindfulness, holistic, wellness, and healing red corner. His name is Ali.
I don't think if
Excellent fight.
it was, and I think if it went blue corner, it would have been a good decision. I think it was red corner, it's a good decision.
It was a hard one to call, really was.
Those are the kind of fight you want, really.
Yeah. No matter what you call there's going to be some
Yeah, the
people who
crowd's
are
upset, but with a two knockdown performance, it's hard to lose in a 3-round fight.
It is, and Zach's a local guy, and Ollie's coming from out of town, so you're going to get the booze. We got Theo Yates fighting out of Inwood, West Virginia. He's debuting. 135 pounds in boxing, going against Jimmy Trilla out of Morgantown. Looks like he might be a debut guy as well. These debut guys are a different thing because you don't know what to expect.
no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I remember
unless they had an amateur background.
Right, I remember.
Then you'd know.
Hey, Lionel, good seeing you, sir.
Then you'd know.
you know, as a pro, early in your pro career, fighting debut guys was scary because you had nothing to look at, and maybe you had an amateur understanding. Sometimes you did, you know, especially if they're coming out of the tough man rings.
Right.
You didn't really understand that.
It says here we got Jimmy the Hitman Adams, aka Jimmy Trilla.
Jimmy Trilla.
He's out of Cleveland, Ohio. Fights out of Robbins Pound for Pound, located in Morgantown, West Virginia. Says he's been a fighter since he was young and is on pace to becoming a future champion.
Well, he looks fit. They both look really fit, to be honest with you. I guess, I mean, I've been 200 plus pounds for so long. I was 135 when I was born.
He says his motto is life, love, family, and God drives.
God drives. What's Theo got going
Hey,
in?
that's the best one I've seen tonight.
Theo Yates says he fights out of Square Circle Boxing Gym, Ransom, West Virginia.
Squared Circle Gym from Inwood, West Virginia. Please welcome.
Looks like we got, you know, I've seen a lot of southpaws tonight. It used to be I was the only one walking around. Now there's so many of them.
You inspired a lot of people to turn southpaw.
I don't think so. I think it's something in the water.
One win, one loss, representing.
Honestly, truthfully, a lot of guys do that stuff because they're inspired by people like Pacquiao. And, you know, there's a lot of great southpaw
You know who
champions right
inspired
now.
me when I was a young man fighting was I had two Paul Spadafora.
Bird.
Yes, Bird and Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah, Pernell Whitaker was probably one of the best ever.
Love
And I don't mean southpaws, I mean one of the best fighters ever.
Yeah. Unorthodox for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we got another action-packed fight going here.
Oh, there's a big left hand.
Now you got southpaw versus southpaw, which means you're really losing the advantage of being a southpaw. And to be honest with you, as a southpaw, I had a harder time fighting southpaws.
Oh, it would be difficult.
Because you're not used to it.
Matter of fact, every fight I've ever seen, it was two southpaws. It's not really a very good fight.
But this one's doing all right so far.
It is. Well, it's kind of one-sided, but it's going all right. Yeah.
But it's they're not stopping.
Lionel's fighter he was getting down to business.
He is.
Oh, now he got caught.
Just that quick.
Oh,
Jimmy
good.
put a good left on that one. Jimmy.
Oh, there's a good left hand. Another good left hand.
Yeah, he's got him right in a bad spot. Needs to get
Man,
off
he's
some
catching
ropes.
some left hands here. 3 straight.
Theo Yates needs to come off those ropes. It's not a good place to be.
Couple of bantamweights here.
You know, they're pretty early in their careers, but it's important to find that angle. Just standing there in front of the guy is never a good, a good idea.
This was a one-sided fight for about the first minute, but now it's turned the other way.
Yeah, what are we going, 2-minute rounds on this one?
It's nice to see two southpaws matched up together.
It's we were just saying, two southpaws, it's almost a boring fight sometimes because neither of them are used to it. Right. We got a big two southpaw fight coming up here soon, Manny Pacquiao versus Earl Spence. That'll be interesting.
Good one.
I mean, Manny's getting older, but he's still going to bring 110%.
I'll tell you, a couple years ago, I took my son Ben to Dallas, Texas, and we watched Spence against Mikey Garcia. And we were lucky enough, we went to Montoya's gym, and Mikey Garcia came there, so we got to spend the day with him. I spent a lot of money, and that was the biggest disappointment. Other than getting to meet him, I thought it was awful.
I thought Mikey Garcia
He started
was
out,
do
and I think he just thought, man, I can't do it. And he just...
I thought he was going to do better in that fight.
Yeah,
it looked like he was.
He did, and I knew by the second, maybe early third round, I said, Ben, he can't do it.
Yeah.
He's done. And he was just trying to survive. He wanted to go the distance.
Well, I don't know about that fight. I think the blue corner, Jimmy Trilla, has probably won that first round. What do you think, Gary?
Well, it started out one way and then turned around and went. It was just a complete opposite.
And that's boxing.
But listen, remember this, as a former judge too.
Who finishes strong?
Who finished strong at the end usually get the round because that's what you remember.
Yeah, that's what we was always told to tell me. I had a guy come in from Aaron Benzinger, had 150 amateur fights. He come in from the Army. I wanted to fight on an amateur show that I fought on. Me and Jeremy Bates worked his corner. And he was in no shape to fight 2-minute rounds. But we had him fight the last 30 seconds of every round. He won the fight.
Well, that's what's happening here. I mean, you know, that boy from Inwood started strong, and then, you know, we got later in the round and he hit a wall.
Nice body shot there.
starting to counter punch.
Yeah, definitely. Sitting back on that back leg, waiting for him to come forward and then just hit him.
Nice
great
jab.
Real good jab. Real good jab.
Strong jab.
Kind of came a little wild with that left hand.
Well,
I
if
think
he
hit
throw it straight instead of rounding it off.
Yeah, right.
Well,
on
I
the
think
back.
where this has changed is this boy in the blue corner. Well, he's
just
working the
popping that
jab,
jab right now.
but nice jab, and he's counter punching. See, he'll let him get off and then just rock back and then
Well, he's not.
counter.
He's not moving wrong. He's staying right in the pocket, which is. Really
He's just counter punching and I mean tearing him up with the counter punch.
really doing a good job.
Adams is really establishing his jab this round.
And those are some fancy shoes Jimmy Trilla's got on.
I like him.
I know, do.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on them, but I like them. You know, talking about stealing fights in the last 30 minutes, I grew up a Marvin Hagler fan, probably my favorite. Besides Pernell Whitaker, Marvin Hagler would have been one of my favorites. And that's how I think Sugar Ray beat him. He's about to knock him out with a jab.
Yeah, and then he pointed at the floor to blame it on the floor.
Nope. Wasn't the floor on that one.
He said, well, here, if that's what you think, I'll give you another one.
He keeps eating punches and smiling. I think he should probably give some back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's smiling or if he's grimacing.
Oh, that's true. It might have been a grimace.
Because Jimmy's really established the jab this round.
And he's real good.
Big time.
And he is countering real good with that left. Well,
If I was in this corner, in the blue corner, I'd say, I want you to just keep working the jab and then counter punch.
He's absolutely
Let
working.
him get off first, let him take the lead, and then you just sit down and fire two back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, mouthpiece is out. What's he?
Yates is absolutely gassed. He's all heart right now.
He's spent.
He's all heart right now because he is no gas.
Sam Jones says step into mud puddles. Is that or post holes? Is that what it is?
Now, the referee picks the mouthpiece up, but he's going to take it to the corner, but sticks it in his mouth to take back to the corner.
Bout number 11 of the evening. Bout number 11 of the evening. 5 more to go.
If I was a fighter, I'd have said, could you please take that there
I
for
don't
me?
want it. It's been on the floor. Bout number 11. Theo Yates out of the red corner versus Jimmy Trilla out of the blue corner. Over on this side of the ring, we're giving it to the blue corner so far.
They're talking about the water in his corner.
Yeah, again, the awkward corner situation because of the wet ground. We're in an outside of venue. Is different for me to watch. I never thought about doing that. We should have done that when we fought.
Yeah.
So, facing the turnbuckle.
I think so.
Never thought
Turn
about
your
that.
back. Never turn your back to your opponent.
Never, ever.
Third and final round.
Defeat.
Oh, big left hand.
I think Theo wants to come out.
I think Jimmy Adams, a.k.a. Trilla, is
I'm going to tell you what's
better
made a big.
conditioned fighter of the
I
two.
keep talking about counterpunch, but that jab is what's turned this fight around. Man, look at that. Look at that.
Two
Man,
good jabs.
snapping his head back with that jab.
I might tell him not to do anything but throw a jab.
I wonder if he's a natural right-hander who taught himself to fight lefty. A lot of people do that.
I might.
His jab is straight as an arrow.
Strong.
It is.
Real strong.
About 10 feet long.
I don't know if you
It
guys can
looks
hear
like
those
it.
punches on the pay-per-view. But man,
Actually, I just noticed the shoes right here. They got Muhammad Ali on them.
is that who it is?
Oh. Excellent straight left hand and right hook by Adams.
That jab.
And again, Yates is gassing a little
If
bit.
there was a
Big left hand. Big left hand.
If there was a textbook jab, this guy right here wrote the
He
book.
did it. He's doing it.
I'm going to tell you, it's
Yeah, I touched on that earlier, but no one's established the jab.
Yeah, we said that. We hadn't seen a good jab all night. And this kid brought the best jab I've seen in a while.
well, it started out, you know, the red corner looked strong, and
He had 30 seconds to
about
go.
30 seconds into that fight,
was over.
into the first round, it's been 100%
it's one-sided.
the other way.
I agree.
Oh, big left hand.
And he's keeping his composure. He's not
He
getting
is.
too wild. He's just kind of staying in his spot.
Another excellent jab.
Man,
Good head movement there. Keeping his feet. That's, you know, in boxing, no one really understands it. Or you know, if you're not in the game.
Another good fight.
If you're not in the game, you don't understand how important footwork is. You know, and you see guys falling all over the ring. It's because their footwork isn't good. But Jimmy out of the blue corner here, he had some moments, but his feet were pretty solid.
It might be those Muhammad Ali shoes.
Maybe that's what got my eyes.
I got some good one-liners tonight.
Ollie had some good footwork. Great footwork.
As soon as you put those shoes on,
you should have good footwork.
You have good footwork.
I wish that was what
you got a big bug on your shoulder there, Joe. I got it off.
It's saving me. We're fighting the Beatles. I see him up in the ring just flopping around.
Hey, ask Adam, because I know he's the expert here. Where are we at and how many fights we got left tonight?
Gary's
we
got
have 5 fights to go.
5.
That was bout number 11 right there. We got 5 to go.
Yeah, we've got, I'm going to leave that one to you, Adam. Number 13, Ben, what's that last name? Heffinger? Heffinger. No.
Lost.
Did your battery die? You're flashing. You need to get some batteries.
Heflifinger.
No, let's send it over there and get some batteries for you. Can you run that over and get some batteries? I'm just taking your spot for a few minutes. I'll let you be the runner.
Your doodad?
All right, we got some technical difficulties at the table. I'm a lone man tonight. Right now, Adam is leaving the table, and Gary doesn't have any headphones, so you can't hear what I'm saying, though. You know how I felt the whole night over there without the headphones.
I can hear you this way.
You can. I tell you, it's a real good night of fight so far. I've been really impressed with him. Great turnout for the crowd. Mike's really put on a great show. It's probably about his 50th show.
We have a unanimous decision, and that decision goes to the fighter fighting out of the Martin's Auto Body and Collision blue corner.
Blue corner. Well, really no surprise there. I think Jimmy did a really good job, and he threw one of the best jabs I've seen all night. You know, since COVID has kind of ended, the last couple fights I've been able to see, we saw the Tough Man in, was that June? It was in June.
I think it was. I wasn't sure because I've never seen a Tough Man in June.
It's usually in February.
Yeah.
It was June Tough Man, and then this fight, and it's good to be back.
Hey, I want to thank you and Adam for being so good at working this technical.
Yeah, done a great job.
Stuff here, you know, you guys.
Well, as the lead commentator, Gary, we're not going to make you one over there.
Well, you know, and that's what you do for a living, right?
Well, I guess.
I mean, you're an IT guy,
I just go to
computer guy.
I just go to meetings these days.
Yeah.
Do we establish the names on these, Adam? Do we know who we got here?
I watched this kid
I'm
here.
gonna say it's Heflifinger.
Heffelfinger, I guess you're right. Heffelfinger out of the red corner, Zanesville, Ohio. It says he's got 22 fights, so 22 and 14.
Wow.
That's a lot of fights.
That's a lot of
36 fights out of VO2 Fitness.
Amateur fights.
150 pounds.
It's working.
So that's a new one there?
Yes.
Fighting Trevor Bell out of Coolville, Doghouse Gym.
Which one have you seen, Gary?
The one here in the blue corner. And he was pretty good in the Tough Man.
You're going to go give me some batteries? You're going to put some batteries in. All right, well.
Right on top of it.
I can't hear you, but I'm still here.
Yeah. Read my lips. You did it earlier.
I did it pretty good earlier.
I was impressed. I was like,
I'm just enjoying it. I'm going to give them back to you later.
You just take it all you want to.
You're up.
Yep, I'm on. I hear it. Thank you.
We have such a long telecast tonight that we had to reload our batteries here on our mics.
We did.
I always thought Coolville was a make-believe place.
It's not.
Until I looked at that one day and I said, are you serious? There's a little town called Coolville.
They're real cool over there.
I think it was back when I trained with Gary that I found out Coolville was a real place.
It's a real place. It's got a gas
I lived
station.
over there for a while.
You did live over there.
I did for I'd say about 3 years.
The kid with 36 fights in the red corner.
And he got knocked down in the first 10 seconds of the fight.
Yeah.
What's are these 2 minute or 1 minute rounds? 2 minute rounds?
Should be 2 minute.
3 2-minute rounds. Red corner out of Zanesville, Ohio. Blue corner out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Doghouse Gym.
Nice left hook.
Yeah.
Nice
Ooh,
right
good
hand.
right hand right on the end of the tip of the nose. Trying to get out of Zanesville, trying to establish that jab, get his range.
Another right.
Oh, got him with a left hook. I think that's a knockdown.
They called it a knockdown.
Probably his feet, but that's the game.
It probably was, but he got caught.
He got caught going, fitting about, and that's what we were talking about.
And he landed a punch right before he got hit.
Yeah.
It was my feet. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, you
Came
should
off
have
the
been. Yeah, footwork is so important in this sport, and I think as an amateur, that's something that
He's
they
slipping
don't
a little bit
know.
on that side over there.
Yeah, it's been pretty good all night considering how wet this ring was earlier.
It'd be nice to have a dust mop to go across this floor one good time.
Yeah, it would be. And remember, it's getting a little chilly out here.
Condensation's going to start
So
building up on
condensation's starting to. Man, this
kid out of Zanesville
got woke. I mean, he got dropped and then
he got nailed with the right hand right there. I think that mouthpiece came out and went over by your leg. Something did. It's over here. It went this way. I saw it fly right by you, Gary.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get a mouthpiece in your lap.
Well, this boy don't even have a mouthpiece in.
No, he's got to. He put it in. He took it out himself.
Oh, okay.
He just put it in.
I thought, okay.
You got trained. You know, again, that was something that was big for me. I did everything with a mouthpiece in. I run with a mouthpiece in.
Well, I had a mouthpiece that was made you couldn't get out. I mean,
you had the filling inside.
You had to dig it out.
Yeah.
So I never was able to take my mouthpiece out and put it back in.
That was a good first round. I thought, you know, it's a hard first round to judge. So how do you judge that one, being an expert judge? Because you got the knockdown out of the blue corner.
He started out strong and had the knockdown, but I think when he took back over,
and then he knocked him down.
He did, but he was landing more stuff for a little bit longer in that round.
So do you call it a 10-9 or is that a 10-8?
10-9.
10-9.
Yeah, because they both had a knockdown. But
So
I
it's
just
kinda
think he did a
resets.
little bit more and did it longer, so I'd give it 10-9. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, the red corner trained by Justin Teddy Bear Navaria, veteran professional boxer.
Yeah.
Blue corner trained by Donnie the Hammer Miller, veteran professional boxer.
I saw Teddy Bear get in the ring with Lightning Mike Shepard.
Runner-up.
Won the Beckley and won 2 runner-ups and stuff, man. He's a tough kid. Strong, heavy hands. Oh, he just ate a big left hand hook right there.
Good, man.
This kid's all over him. He's swarming him. Strong, too.
How many times have we seen guys get knocked down tonight and then get back up and take control of the fight?
Yeah, it's happened 2 or 3 times now. Oh, big right hand.
Oh, man.
Bale has a looks like he's got a mouse or a shiner on his left eye.
That was a hell of a right hand.
I mean, he ate it, too. He took it real good.
Nice
big
uppercut.
That's a good fight, man.
Didn't seem to phase him at all.
I mean, we got the promoter, Mike Shepard, here at ringside with us. We haven't had a bad fight all night, Mike.
Every fight's been evenly matched. They had a submission on the fight that could have went either way.
Oh, nice right hand. Another, and then he gives one back.
One punch knockout in the pro boxing match.
Yeah, I feel him all the way over here. That's why I'm glad I'm around in the ring.
Again, the energy coming off the year and a half.
Oh,
big
missing
body
from
shot.
COVID has
You
just
see that
been
body
phenomenal.
shot?
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, I agree, Adam. I think that these guys have been on the couch. They're ready to fight.
Everybody's ready to fight. Everybody's tired of beating each other up in the gym and ready to get out in public.
I agree.
The crowd's been electric tonight. It's a great time.
Man, I'm impressed with this fight, too. I tell you.
I mean, I'm giving it to the red corner. If I'm being honest, I think he's ahead in this fight.
No, I think so, too.
It's been a competitive. I mean,
It's very competitive, but he's just done a little bit more.
he's
Been a
just
little busier.
a little stronger too.
Bell's bleeding visibly out of his nose.
Yeah.
He's complaining of a headbutt.
What's that he got? He's got an old mouse. You saw that on his right eye.
His left eye.
Left eye. They're definitely sliding in that ring.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if it's the shoes. Should have got them all these shoes.
He said he quit. I think he's going to quit.
He don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I agree. He's shaking his head. They're complaining of a headbutt. I didn't see it, Did you see any headbutts?
Well,
they were working in close.
I mean, they were in close. It could have happened, but listen, you can't. You get up there and complain about it. You can't complain. It's an accidental headbutt.
Yeah, they didn't mean this kid
your
wasn't
head was
looking
there
to
too.
headbutt.
You know?
Look at his head. He's got looks like some blood or maybe a.
I mean, you can say, "Hey, watch your heads," but you know, both guys are fighting here. So what are you going to do?
First time I've seen an in-swell in an amateur fight.
These guys want to complain about headbutts. I don't know if you were old enough to remember, but I fought a guy named Tommy Hayes years ago.
He led with his head.
And he looked like a giraffe.
He just led with
and
his head.
And I leaned over to Billy Tibbs. I said, Billy, man, he's hit me with his head. And he said, I can't stop him. So I just thought, well, I'm just going to have to just do what I do.
Billy Tibbs. Billy Tibbs was my my first trainer and father figure.
Great
and
guy.
Loved him dearly.
Yeah.
Southpaw, too. It's good for me. I just happened to be a southpaw, and he happened to be a real good southpaw. 7-time Golden Glove champ, 2-time Tough Man champ, and a World Tough Man fighter. He fought in the World Tough Man that year, 1 year.
Well, his victories winning the Golden Gloves was actually in a time that, I'm going to be honest with you.
They were competitive.
Well, it was, and I'm not taking anything away from Tough Man, but those Golden Gloves championships he won when he was fighting
was real hard.
Were real hard to do.
It's something else.
That was the late 70s in Charleston, Huntington, which was very tough.
The Golden Gloves has changed so much.
In the 70s and 80s, it was very, very tough.
When I was, I believe it was 1993. It was the first time I ever went to the Golden Gloves in Huntington, the field house. Phenomenal fights. I go and watch them now, and they're just so watered down.
Well, let me tell you this, because I don't, Jeremy's still a little bit younger, but in the 80s, I fought in the Charleston Golden Gloves, and guys, I'm not kidding you. I fought on Thursday, once on Friday, twice on Saturday, and once on Sunday to win it. And you know how many people were in there on Saturday and Sunday? About 4,000 to 5,000.
Right.
It was a different. It was a different thing back then.
It was a
they're sliding all over the ring.
Yeah.
It's really a problem.
Well, they're doing the Golden Gloves now at the DoubleTree by Hilton in downtown Huntington coming up next weekend.
It's a shame. I wished it was as big as it used to be, but
I won a tri-state Golden Glove the same year Jeremy Bates won a tri-state in super heavyweight.
Yeah.
That year I won the cruiserweight division.
But I'm going to tell you this, though. The Tough Man contest has changed. There's a lot of good fighters in that thing now where it used to.
There are. I don't know what's happened, but the crowds are so low now. Huntington this year was
well.
I think it was COVID.
I think it's a reset. I talked to Jerry a little bit about that
I think it's
the fight.
COVID.
And I think it was a reset. I think the schedule was different. I mean, we're 6 months off.
Yeah.
4 months off, and so I think good throw, Adam. I think that. I think he's expecting a better. We got a broom in the ring. Way to go, Larry. I think he's expecting a better turnout.
I believe. I know that
season.
I was. I expected there to be a big turnout, and it just.
I didn't feel like there was a lot of promotion for it. The one promotion was just
he
kind
didn't
of
have much time really.
It just popped up
because Western Union just opened it up to where you could start having spectators again.
He did 4. He did 4 Tough Mans, which is down, I think, half of what he normally does. And I think he's. I talked to him. He said he plans to have a big season next year.
Right.
And the fighters look like they're ready to do it. Tough Man's a tough one for me. I go to that and I see some of these people get in the ring. It looked like they just walked out of a bar, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Because I know originally when they started Tough Man, that's what they looked for. They wanted people that just came out of the bar. They wanted the old school. And then people started training for it. They kind of wanted to get away from it. That's why they put a limit on how many amateur fights you could have. They wanted more of the bar stool fighting. That was crazy.
But now a lot of those guys that get in that are, spending time in gyms with some pros. And
they're getting as much experience as
they're starting to learn the skill.
I fought my first Tough Man in 03 and lost in my third fight. And I was back in the gym on Monday and trained for a full year with Nicky Apple and Jeremy Bates, all these pros. And I stayed for a full year. And the next year, the guy that ended up beating me in the championship at Huntington ended up being 13-1 as a pro.
Yeah. Which was who?
Joey Myers. He ended up fighting at welterweight.
Yes, Joey Myers.
He fought at 160, and I was at 184. And
I think this is a red corner decision for me.
Brawl in the fight. It was speed against power.
I think that was the right call in this fight.
I think it was.
It was a good fight, though, and I want to give credit to the blue
he
corner.
started out strong, but it just didn't end that way.
To introduce, although they declined coming to the ring tonight, Bert Atkinson and Justin Bach.
I'm not sure.
Strong Tower Contracting.
All right, we got Kyle Midkiff. He's from Oceana, West Virginia. He's doing an MMA fight at 170 pounds, super welterweight division, 3 2-minute rounds versus Eric David from Pennsylvania.
And first and foremost, we'd like to say thank you for doing this. Gary Church is the winner of a Roof for a Veteran, courtesy of Strong Tower
Bout number 14 of the evening. 14 on the bout sheet, 13 total coming up. It's like the MMA fight, super welterweight division, 170-pound max. Kyle Midkiff from Oceana, West Virginia versus Eric David from Pennsylvania.
If you were driving a silver Chevrolet Equinox,
Hey, buddy, how you doing? See ya.
Got some visitors here to the booth.
Yeah.
608. Please move your vehicle.
Heffelfinger?
Benjamin Heffelfinger. He's been boxing since he was a teenager, it says on his thing there. He's 21 years old. First fight since he was 17, looking to get into MMA. Well, he picked a good night to start.
Well, if he's just looking to get into it and it's anything like the fight tonight, he's in a world.
Might want to look someplace else. This has been an action-packed night of fights, but hey, you never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So because of what we just did, Kearns Roofing has decided for our next event, what's going to happen?
Put a new roof on the veterans.
Put a new roof on a veteran's house? That'll work. Kearns Roofing, you heard it here. You got to make good, bud. Thank you so much. On to mixed martial arts now and finding out of the mindfulness, holistic wellness, and healing red corner. Weighing in at 163 pounds, looking for his first win tonight. He's from Oceana, West Virginia. Please welcome Kyle Midkiff.
Kyle Midkiff out of the red corner.
The Martin's Auto Body and Collision blue corner, weighing in at 165 pounds, making his debut tonight.
These guys look serious. I'm not being facetious. I mean, they really do look pretty serious.
For 3 2-minute rounds.
Yeah,
This guy out of the blue corner's got a stare and a half.
definitely, but he's just looking to get into it.
Here we go.
Oh, good front leg kick inside.
Inside kick,
Coming back on the
outside
outside.
kick. Yeah. Another
Keeping them
inside
kicks
kick.
going. Don't get them hands up though. Missed high kick there. Put a little hands in on it. Looks more confident than somebody who's just wanting to get into it, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe that's why he wanted to get into it.
Yeah, agreed. Maybe that's it.
What do you think, buddy? You having fun? I think so.
Trying to find that range. He looks like he's comfortable. I think we're comfortable. Some real strong front leg kicks there.
Look at that. Man, those leg kicks are.
I wouldn't want to eat any
I
of them.
would not either.
Really punch me in the face.
That's why I'm not playing. I've never.
Yeah, a good
played
kick
this
to the
one.
body right there too, by Benjamin. Is that it? Or no, Eric David. Eric. Nice
Nice
leg
kick.
Yeah. Oh, good right hand.
He didn't like that one either.
No, he didn't. Imagine
You talk
he'd be
about a
looking for-
grimace. Took the kick and then the punch. And
Neither of them are looking to go to the ground, it doesn't seem.
I'm surprised he let him get up right there.
Well, you know, they probably have boxing. I know maybe they have boxing, kickboxing experience, and they're more comfortable on their feet. Well, I see that a lot more in MMA today.
Yeah.
You know, I think with the Gracies, it was definitely everybody thought going to the ground was the place to be, but they're definitely standing up a lot more.
Say it again. I do, but I'm going to leave here pretty short. Okay, here. Not long.
Fighting more technical difficulties here, folks. Gary Wolf coming to the rescue, though.
They tell him to do it pretty quickly and then bring it back. I got to take off.
I don't think you're going to see that charger again there, Gary.
Oh, I'm going to see it again. Or there'll be one more fight tonight.
We want our viewers to see the rest of the fights.
I'm just kidding. They're in there now going, oh, yeah?
They can hear us. You know, this is probably the first fight where I don't feel like there's been a lot of action. I mean, the kicks have been good, but, I mean, you know, they've been kind of measuring each other a little more.
No, but I tell you, they actually do have
God.
some good skills.
Just a side note here, the crowd's so good tonight, the concession stand ran out of food.
Is that right?
They're
Really?
closed down.
Well, then you know they're out of beer.
Yeah, well,
No, there's still plenty of that left. The girls are still back there working it.
Really?
that's good.
Well, good. Mike's,
He had brisket, hot dogs, and pulled pork, and he's out all of it.
Mike's done well tonight. It's good.
I'm glad for the show. It's good for the area to have these shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's good for the fighters to have something to you know, want a goal to train for.
It's good to give them something in the gym to look forward to fighting. You know,
Yeah.
and that's super important. If you know you got something coming up, you got something to look at. Say, I'm this date, I'm going to fight. I want to be ready for this date.
Yeah,
Now,
otherwise you're just
obviously,
always in the gym.
Hey, these guys here are wearing the pads, so then what you're telling me is they've had less than 3 or 4.
They've had less than 3 MMA amateur fights.
You got a cut on the bridge of the nose.
And he's
red
had
corner
that for a while. He took a big right hand earlier,
Early in the fight.
and I'm telling you, he didn't like it when he. But my point with the pads, you know, these guys look very, very.
Experienced kicking.
They do.
I mean, they're not throwing their hands
Very
much.
composed. I mean,
And
they're.
he's not checking any of them.
No,
Yeah.
they're not checking them, and I'm a little bit surprised that they're only checked that one. Kind of hurt, I bet. I'm surprised that they're not throwing more hands in there because they're in pretty close proximity. I mean, they're not.
Well, there's been some hands thrown because boy in the red trunk's face looks like
Looks
he
like
ran
he's
into
eating
a
some.
wall.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I think you should throw some more.
I think so. I mean, I agree with you.
I'd throw more punches if they work.
All right. Yeah, his face is showing some wear.
It is.
I just think he's eaten a couple good ones. I don't think it's been that many.
Yeah, you're right. It was just a few in the first round, but they were right on the button, and that's why it opened the cuts up.
I fought a fight. I won every single round of that fight. I got hit one time, and it looked like my face got taken off. One punch. One punch. Warren Browning. I fought Warren Browning for ABA title, and I won every round of the fight except for one. That round, he hit me with a right hand,
took my nose completely off my face.
Well, I remember one time I
bleeding
was
so bad, my eyes looked like they were swollen shut. After the fight, he looked like nothing happened to him, which is typical of my opponents. And then me looking like I got beat up, and he put something on social media. Who do you think won? And I'm like, I won, but you definitely hit me with the one good shot.
Yeah. I had a fight one time, and I was winning really, really well. And I was in control, and I took one punch, and it looked like somebody slit my throat.
Yeah.
And the guy's name was Dave McNeamer.
Yeah, you were winning that fight.
He caught me with an uppercut, and I'm telling you, I felt pressure hit
Your
both
nose
sides
was
of my face.
bleeding like crazy from that fight. I remember that fight. I didn't really know you during that fight. I knew Dave. I mean, I'd been in Dave's camp.
I still have a copy of that fight on VHS at the house.
Where you gonna play that on? You ain't got a VHS player to watch out with.
I do.
You do? He said I do.
Well,
Gary's fights are on VHS.
Hey, beginning of my career, most of mine were too.
Well,
Okay.
we finally gone to the ground for the first time. We got some side control.
So what year were you born, Joe?
1979.
Okay, what year were you born?
76.
Okay, my first pro fight was 1987.
I was 6 years
And
old.
my
or 8
last
years
one
old.
was in 2017. That's 30
Hey, that's
years.
pretty good. You had a good career.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
It was so funny, like during my boxing, before I even turned pro, was when the Bates McNeamer, the Bates Shepard fights were. And so that was my first introduction to professional boxing was Wheeling, Chester, and Parkersburg. And I always said that in my professional career, I wasn't going to retire until I fought at Parkersburg one time at the high school.
Right.
And I was actually able to fight on the McNeamer Wolf 2 undercard. It was phenomenal. That was just.
I had a bad fight on that card. That wasn't a good night for
great.
me. I got beat that fight. I got beat up.
Hey guys, I was 52 years old that night.
I know.
I was on my way to a third round stoppage. And
I was on my way to sixth round.
The referee stopped mine on the stool at the end of the second.
I was on my way to a 6-round loss. Against the guy I should have beat easily. I lost 21 pounds for that fight.
You have bad nights, and that was just a bad night.
That was a
for
bad
you.
night for me. I tell you what, this fight right now though is changed in its complexity. We're now on the ground,
One thing
I don't
we
know
talk
who's
about
winning.
how everybody makes friends in the sport of boxing, and I made friends with the guy that I fought that night, and he's a great guy, but he's a
gonna
terrible
get him up.
Facebook friend because he posts 1,000 times a day and tags you and everything.
Oh,
Here we go. Let's get these tags
that
here.
MMA.
They finish on the ground.
We finished on the ground, and I thought it was close on the ground. I'm not really sure who to give that to. I feel like ultimately the blue corner probably won that fight. But
Yeah, I think so. And it's not just because there's marks, on the other guy's face. He landed some real good shots when they were standing up in that first round. They were pretty even on the kicks.
yeah, I thought so. The hands were definitely better coming from Eric David there in the blue corner. We got a kickboxing, an MMA, and then a heavyweight fight.
And I was really depending on on you to help me on that fight right there, because I just, with the MMA, honestly, unless they're standing up, it's hard for me to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be
I
honest with you.
just think
I
I've
wasn't
watched
an
a lot
MMA
of it.
fan. Yeah.
I did some jiu-jitsu for a few years, but that's not the same thing as MMA.
I did not. The only thing I ever did was promote MMA.
You know who has surprisingly good knowledge about holds and locks is Sam Jones. I mean, he's a kickboxer and a boxer, but man, you wouldn't want him to get a hold of you in a chokehold either.
No, not at all.
He'd hurt you. I think Sam was probably in his 40s when you walked into his gym, right?
Yes.
And he was still blasting people.
Oh, he beat me up the first day I went there.
I was less than one.
Here we go. Judge's official
We
announcement.
have a unanimous decision. That decision goes to the fighter fighting out of the Martinsauto Body and Collision blue corner.
Blue corner. That's what I thought that was going to go.
Yeah, I thought so too.
All right, we got 3 fights left on
Three
the
fights
card.
left. We've almost survived the mud. My black dress shoes look like I've been 4-wheel driving.
They're brown now.
Yeah, they're nice quarter win.
I'm wearing muck boots. I'm in West Virginia, so I'm wearing my mucks.
Yeah, but did you have a leaf blower in your car?
No, you did. we had a wet ring, and Adam pulled a leaf blower out of his car. Whose birthday is it? Oh, look at that. He's 10 years old. Wants to be a future fighter, I bet.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You know what I just realized has been different is the ring girls haven't been able to get into the ring because of the wet ground, right?
Lucky you are. Happy birthday, Carmine.
Looks like coming up next fight, we got Teddy Evans from Newark, Ohio. Trains at the VO2 with Justin Teddy Bear Navaria.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Justin, that camp has had a pretty good night tonight.
He has.
I think I've seen a lot of good fighters come out of that camp.
Justin was his boxing record was very deceptive.
You know, I've sparred with him several times. He's real fluent. He's a great boxer. He's kind of like me. Doesn't have a lot of power, but he can switch stances fluently. He can go left and right.
And he can also do the same thing you could do, and that's take a good punch.
He can take a shot for sure.
I've seen him do it.
He's got a heart. He's got a heart the size of a Volkswagen. I mean, he'll just get in there and keep going.
Right.
That's a big heart.
He's a big guy. Have you ever seen him? Look at that hair he's got. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's sitting right over here beside us. He's got a ponytail. You might see him up in the ring.
That's the biggest samurai I've ever met.
That's the biggest samurai I've ever seen. Hope he doesn't go back and watch this. He'd be coming after us.
Yeah, one of his the real tough guy that won tonight, the MMA fight, the first one, real tough guy.
Yeah.
He's in the heavyweight tournament down there with Derek.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His hands are the key in a boxing match.
Tough guy.
About number 15
Derek's
of
tough
the
kid
evening.
too.
His holistic wellness and healing red corner, weighed in at 138 pounds in his debut tonight, representing VO.
We've overcome some obstacles tonight for this fight, and I think keeping their feet dry, keeping the ring dry, we've overcome that, and that's been a big deal. Country boy can't survive. I mean, we'll figure out a way.
I'll tell you the other thing that kind of surprises me. I mean, I know this is summertime, but I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly.
But you come out of that tent, and you know what it's like as a fighter. You come out cold, and these guys all look very cold.
They do.
But they've all taken some good punches.
And they've started quick. This one's starting quick. Yeah, they both got some similar trunks on there. You'll notice they're wearing the shin guards for a kickboxing bout. 3 2-minute rounds at 142 pounds. Like I said, the promoter of this show, Lightning Mike Shepard, was a world kickboxing champion. That's well, I don't even know what to say about that. He's not gonna pick that up.
Is that his mouthpiece?
That was his cup.
A good thing he didn't pick that up and try to put it back in his mouth.
Ref, what's up? He didn't want to pick that. Oh, you got to put it in. I don't want to say anything.
Oh, he's going to tape it on.
I just stopped talking before I get
I have never seen someone lose their cup in the ring before.
These are different cups for these kind of fighters. They wear them like as boxers, we wear more of a protector. It's a solid piece.
Bodyguard.
But yeah, they wear actual cups that fit into a girdle. So
That may be about the wrong size.
yeah, well, you want to look impressive. Well, he just came out and threw a 5-punch combination and some front kicks, so he's turning the heat on for sure.
He's got some reach, and it looks like the guy in the flames has the better
Teddy Evans. He definitely.
But the other boy's definitely got the better hands.
Yeah, the Teddy Evans definitely came out and putting his hands together. It's Mike Faust.
And I apologize, I'm not using their names, but
it's
our
hard
programs
to know
were printed in it.
But you know, this is both two debut fighters, and they've spent some time in the gym. I think that's obvious.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, both look very poised.
Yeah,
they've definitely spent some time in the gym.
Well,
it's a slip on that.
Yeah,
the canvas is starting to collect moisture, as Gary pointed out earlier, from the temperature change.
and the Beatles. It's probably might be the Beatles.
The Beatles have left a mark on the ring canvas.
On the canvas, agreed. Good block there on that high kick. He definitely blocked it good. But this kid, when he puts his hands together out of the red corner, I think he's going to dominate the fight. Just stay on his hands.
Teddy Evans
out of the red corner. I think won that round. I think I gave it to the red corner.
I think so too. He had better hands. He landed some pretty good shots.
What did you think about not using a lot of, I've seen fighters do this where they don't sit down between the rounds. George Foreman was big about that. He would just stand there.
I didn't through any of my tough man fights. I never did.
Never sat down?
I always thought it was so intimidating just sit and just stare at your opponent when they're gassing. You're just looking at them.
Yeah, who cares what the corner has to say? They don't know you anyway.
My first couple pro fights, I didn't either.
You stood up. But then you start getting into 6-8 round fights. It's like, I better sit down.
Once I started going a little bit longer rounds.
I remember watching George Foreman. He would do it, but then he would, later in a fight, he'd sit down. And I think that's like a telltale sign. You're getting tired.
I always sat down, and a few times I asked if I could go ahead and stay sitting there, but they told me I had to get up.
Tell you, tough man, I never did sit down.
Yeah, that's interesting. I always sat down too, and they never let us put our arms up on the ropes because it made our heart work harder.
Fight in 2004 where I remember beating a kid in the walkway before the fight.
Yeah.
I had knocked out my previous two opponents.
Oh, high kick.
And I had just looked at him in the walkway and he turned and faced the other direction. I said, I've got him already.
Yeah, because you intimidated him.
Faced me during the ring introductions.
Yeah, that's definitely intimidation.
This is a pretty good matchup. These guys are, they're built alike. They look a little alike.
And they both got good output.
Yeah, they do.
I do think that
nice kick.
Teddy Evans is really getting
his
the better.
His defense looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, he's catching these kicks.
The better side of the hands is Teddy Evans. I don't know. I think you want to do a judo throw there.
Man, I tell you, I'm not sure if we have any MMA or kickboxing left, but I hope we don't.
I think we have MMA next.
We do.
And then we got the last fight of the night, a heavyweight.
And that's just with this canvas. It's getting damp, it's getting wet, and it's just a little harder for those guys to stand up with no shoes on.
Well, maybe they'll be ground fighters.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that Teddy Evans is definitely tiring a little bit. Good front kick.
Nice.
Good front kick to the solar plexus.
Yeah, look on his face. He had some intentions with that thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's getting a little sleepy, but then he comes with that. He's definitely focused.
It's funny for two debut guys. These two guys look very seasoned.
Yeah, the poise is definitely there. They've spent a lot of time in the gym.
Active, yes.
What's he doing? Hold on, I didn't hear the referee's warning there. Did you?
No, I didn't. His opponent doesn't like it.
A little blood coming out of the nose of Mike Faust. Good blocks on that kick, but that front kick seems to be landing. A lot of good sportsmanship there by Teddy Evans, fighting out of VO2 Fitness.
Mike Faust had maybe one of the most interesting bios that we've seen tonight.
He says,
I'm Mike.
Mike Faust is, I'm Mike. Well, good job, Mike.
$79.99 Comfort Suites.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
And a couple times he seemed to have taken some of the stuff personal. He gets a look on his face that he just...
Yeah, he's ready to go. He wants to attack. Well, it's the third and final round coming up. Seconds out. Here we go. We're going to see what happens.
Here we go.
I bet they both come out real strong. I think they're going to come out real strong.
Yeah, because this is up in the air right now. Who's winning this fight?
Oh, he got him. I think that was a slip, though. Look, they're sliding all over the place. This canvas is becoming a third opponent in that ring.
Yeah, I think the canvas is getting real slick on these guys.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming something they deal
I hear
with.
Evans is in there talking to Faust right now, telling him it's the fire of the night to bring the heat.
Well, I'm glad he wants it. Yeah, they're definitely putting a good fight on. Evans, I disagree with you. I don't know that it's a close fight. I think Evans is winning.
I think Evans is winning the fight.
Hands down.
I think so too.
Yeah. Teddy Evans out of the red corner and Mike Faust out of the blue corner. That would be the red gloves there.
Yeah, I feel bad for these guys with this moisture that's starting to build up on the canvas because it does
Nice head
affect.
kick there by Mike Evans.
It affects your ability.
It affects everything, but it's an adapt and overcome situation, and you can't go for some of those flamboyant kicks that you might normally, because you can't plant on them.
Right.
You got to stick with the hands, maybe keep your feet planted. It's just it's something you got to learn to overcome. You can't do anything about it.
Good front kick.
He's had that good front kick all night long.
I'm telling you. Oh, nice right hand.
10 seconds left in the round.
The climb out of slip too. There we go. He's going to finish strong.
Right hand. It's another good fight, man.
Excellent fight. Excellent fight.
I didn't hear the bell, but I guess it rang. That was a great fight. We got kickboxing.
Good warriors, man.
MMA and heavyweight boxing coming up, and that'll round out the night for us. I thought it was funny the ref didn't want to pick up that cup.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame him. Wouldn't have either.
You wouldn't have picked it up, huh? Well, crowd's still here. They're holding out.
So this next fight should be a good one. Jacob Beach is a veteran of the website Street Beefs.
Oh, okay.
So this should be interesting.
So he likes the bare knuckle,
Little backyard bare knuckle.
huh? Is that what that is?
Yes.
All right. He's going against Kyle Eckert, 2-0 out of the Doghouse Gym. Well, we know one thing about the Doghouse Gym. They put together good fighters.
Pretty good fighters.
Again, that's Mike Shepard and Kenny Watkins, and they're going to put together good fighters. Mike, I think, is primarily training the MMA over there. Mike is not only a world kickboxing champion, not only a state boxing champion, he was an MMA guy too. I mean, he did it all in his career.
Yeah.
He fought any way they would let him fight. He was ready to fight. He was a state wrestling champion.
Yeah.
And a good football player. Just all-around athlete, all-around good guy. He's a teacher now at Fort County schools, and he loves helping the youth, I think, and it's something that just kind of in his DNA.
Yeah.
He gets hyped up, man. I've worked his corner in fights. I've been to fights with him. You never want to drive with him. He's a horrible driver. We'll go for the decision here.
For the fighter fighting out of the mindfulness, holistic wellness, and healing right corner.
Fighting out of the red corner. That was a good decision. I think that was the right decision. Good sportsmanship here in the celebration. But yeah, you never want to ride with Mike. He's not a great driver, but he taught driver's ed. He teaches history too, but he's an all-around good guy.
Yes, he is.
Sticking it out? What are you doing? The show must go on.
We've come down to the last two fights.
What do we do without it?
We've got MMA and heavyweight boxing.
The MMA, let's get it going, fellas. 155 pounds. Me too. Nobody's blocking my corner.
1 second.
So you told us this Jacob Beach, street beef veteran, fighting out of Bunker Hill, West Virginia, the Squared Circle Gym. I've never watched any of these street beef websites. Have you watched any of it?
Well, there's a heavyweight that fought in the King of the Mountain State. He was 0-2 in street beefs, and he got dispatched quickly in the King of Mountain State last
So
weekend too.
didn't give you a lot of confidence in this.
So I'm not a big fan of the street beefs.
All right. Well, you remember who was the guy? Kimbo Slice. Remember Kimbo Slice was famous on YouTube for all those street fights. What we got going on over here? A little action outside the ring. Got a little outside the ring action. I don't know if that's smoke or what's going on.
So what's going on here?
I don't know.
ready to
We're
get
near
started?
the end of the. Yeah, let's get this
Can
fight
we
going.
please get
I
this
think he was
going?
missing his shin guards. That's what the holdup was on.
Okay.
Don't you want to fight? Bring your shin guards. Where's he at? Yeah. Is he training again? Is he training? Is Tim training again?
I kind of wish I would have fought Dave.
Who?
I would have fought
Who?
It would have been a fun fight. I mean, he probably would have stopped me, but it would have been a fun fight. We can take a fun. That's true. There's only so many.
All right, since we're having such a good time here tonight, we decided that October 16th would be a good time.
First time I ever got racked
again. Because the Mountaineers are idle that day.
When he was in front of a
The
crowd,
Buckeyes
he was giving you everything he had. I mean,
He hit real hard.
hey, it took everything I had every round to tell him not to trade punches with Jeremy. I said, don't.
Oh, he did in the what round was it? 10th round maybe or 9th round of that fight. He tried to trade. He almost got stopped.
Yeah. But he got caught. Yeah, he got caught.
Well, I mean, that to me was like, I mean, because Jeremy was a big guy.
And I said, do not do that. Matter of fact, I said, if you do that one more time, I'm going to go get the belt and just go over and hand it to him because it's over with.
Yeah,
He said,
boxed.
okay, I'll do what you tell me to do.
To be honest with you, I think the transition for Dave was when he switched, when he came and started training with you. Obviously, you guys had your epic fight together, but then when he started training with you and you started helping him understand, tempo, because he just wanted to take your head off.
Yeah.
And that's how he fought. He fought with bad intentions from the beginning,
all the
from the
time.
first bell until the end.
He was one of the guys that I truly enjoyed sparring when I did sparring.
If he was in a good mood.
I would almost sense what he was doing sometimes. He'll let you work, and he feels he's going to make his move. I just step out.
Yeah,
He
me
gets
too.
so mad.
He'd get real mad. He'd always kind of act like he was taking it easy, and then he'd want to go bam, bam, bam.
Looking for his
He was great. He was fun.
represents Square Circle Gym from Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
All right, fighting out of Square Hill Gym, Jacob Beach.
His opponent's fighting out of the Martin's Auto Body and Collision blue corner, weighs 150 pounds.
I don't know.
His record,
I don't know either of these fighters, so we'll be interested to see
He's
MMA.
fighting out of Doghouse Gym. from
In the red corner, we see veteran trainer Lionel Reuter back in the corner. He had an accident about 2 years ago. It was July of last year, I believe is when it was. He was electrocuted and spent a lot of time in the hospital and
Almost killed him.
almost killed him. He was on the teetering on the edge there for a
Well,
while.
Lionel, we're glad to have
But
you
Lionel's
back.
back in the corner with us. And
He's
glad
another
to
one of
have him.
those guys in this community that you love having, and he's a good
you
guy.
don't want to lose him.
What we got going on here, Adam? Looks like he's got him in a
Looks like he's
guillotine,
got him in a guillotine.
and he's gonna try to finish this thing. Just slam him. That's what you should do. Yeah. Because now you got a dominant position, looking to pass the full guard.
This guy almost seems like he's comfortable being on the ground. to
Looks
do a
like he's
move
going for
that.
an arm bar here in a minute. He's definitely going for an arm bar.
Well, we're losing the veteran guy. Gary Wolf here is going to be saying goodbye to us tonight. Saying good night and goodbye. Gary, it's been nice having you for the show. Have a good night. Looks like he got it. He tapped on an armbar.
Just like that. Like I said, it looked like he was very comfortable from the start on the ground.
Yeah, he wasn't worried at all. He had him right where he wanted him the whole time.
I had a friend of mine who's a professional MMA guy named Jason Butcher. And he would almost lay down and welcome you to come
Yeah, because he's going to catch in something.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to do.
He was super slick.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Quickest fight of the night.
That's a quick fight. Going to the last fight of the night.
Leading up to the
What is it?
heavyweight boxing.
It's a heavyweight
main event.
boxing fight.
Looks like we got a debut.
Yeah, it looks like a debut
Chris
fighter
Walker
here.
out of Lexington versus Chancey Hensley of Spencer, West Virginia.
Yeah, here we go. This is going to be me and Adam here for this last fight. Adam, it's been good doing this show with you.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to be back in the city of Parkersburg,
In the
West
burg.
Virginia. Love it up here. Always have. Reminds me so much of my hometown of Ironton, Ohio.
I was thinking about the first time I ever saw you. I was an amateur fighter, I think. I was a pro. I'd fought Pete Vita, taking a couple years off, and you were in Gary's gym.
Over at the shopping center.
Old shopping center. You were dropping right hands on people, and I was like, I don't want to get in the ring with that guy. I mean, you were chiseled too. I mean, I was a soft, flabby guy my whole career until the last like 4 or 5 fights. I started figuring out how to train properly and get some abs. And before that, everybody saw me and was like, oh, we'll walk all over this dude. But you were chiseled. You were in there putting right hands on people. I'm like, I don't think I want to get in the ring with that guy.
I was 175 pounds back then. It was so funny that I would never throw a right hand. I was a left hook guy. I'm a left-handed batter. I'm a career baseball and softball player.
Yeah, so you had that.
So my left hook, everything was just that way. I never would throw the right hand at all. And Gary really had me throwing right hand. I'd catch a jab and throw a right hand.
Yeah,
And it was just
I
nailing people.
remember seeing him.
I remember the first time I remember throwing it really good. I was sparring a guy named Kenny George.
Yeah, I remember
Opportunity.
Kenny George, yeah.
And he threw a jab, and I caught it, countered with the jab, and then threw that right hand and left hook off of it. Gary, whoa, time, stop. I thought maybe I got something here. But I ended up with 30 professional fights.
You had a good career. You had a lot of good fights. You fought all over the country.
Fought a lot of big name guys.
Did you fight outside of the U.S.?
I never did.
Mike fought all over the world, and I didn't have that desire.
Jeremy Bates fought all over the world.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Fought Evander Holyfield.
Yeah. Holyfield, Andrew Galata.
He did fight Gough.
Kenny Meehan, fought Ray Austin.
Yep.
A lot of good fighters.
We've had a lot of good fighters come out of the West Virginia, Kentucky, tri-state area.
The main guy everybody knows that I fought was Badu Jack the Ripper. He's been fighting Mike Tyson's undercard.
Well, you fought Flores too.
I bet BJ Flores. A lot of people don't. He's not a household name though.
Maybe not. I know who he is.
Jack's fighting for Triller now, so he's fought on the Mike Tyson undercard, and he fought on the last Jake Paul undercard.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Jack the Ripper, Badu Jack the Ripper. Yeah, I fought a few Olympians.
It's a different game. It's a different league. I don't think people understand that. It's a completely different
People don't understand it.
than what we see going on here tonight. A lot of these guys are local guys, and they're hard fighters, and they're training really hard.
Blue-collar guys.
Blue collar, they're working 9 to 5 jobs. And it's not like they're getting paid to train. No one is getting rich on this show and making money here.
No.
But we're seeing a lot of heart. Man, we've seen a good night of fights
and
tonight.
that's where it all starts. It all starts with heart. And before you ever do it for money, you want to do it for free.
You want to do it for free, that's right.
And this is where you figure out if you want to do this as a career or not. If you got enough heart to continue to do it. I picked up boxing at 20. I was just getting ready to turn 25.
That's pretty late. That's pretty late. I picked up boxing at 14.
Right.
So I had a little bit different trajectory
I was
than you
actually
did.
and the reason why everybody asked me why I did it so late, all my friends, everybody in my family is a good golfer. I'm terrible.
Well, I think golf is a lot better on the body, but maybe not. They get some back problems.
I was running around with Jerry Bates one day. He said, man, I got to go train. I said, train for what? He said, I got a boxing match coming up. I said, well, I'll just go to the gym with you. And 2 weeks later, I was in a boxing match in Lexington.
There it was. That's history now. Well, we got out of the red corner. Chris Walker fighting out of Lexington, Kentucky. Looks like it's a debut fight from Thrive Tribe Boxing. And then we got out of the blue corner, Chancey Hensley. He's 2-1 out of Spencer, West Virginia.
He's got the mullet going.
That hair.
The beard.
I saw him with the Tough Man, I think. And that hair was...
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's flashing some WVU shorts here.
Mountain Man all the way.
It looks like we're going to have a war here.
Yeah, I don't know. They both look very...
Chris Walker looks like he's ready to go.
He's like, let's make it happen.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, agreed. Chancey Hensley, he was a fan favorite at the Parkersburg Tough Man this year. People were cheering him on.
Why.
Yeah, he was a charismatic individual.
Big, strong guy. Heavyweight, amateurs, 3 2-minute rounds. Sounds like he's a huge fan favorite here. He's sponsored by Common Sense Consignment. Chancey Hensley, Chris Walker, 3 2-minute rounds, heavyweights.
Last fight of the night.
This is your main event of the evening.
I don't think I need to commentate. We just got to establish the jab and keep our hands up. That's good advice.
That's good advice for everybody.
For every fight. Now the ring is so wet right now. It's really going to be. It's going to be the third opponent in there.
Oh, huge,
big right hand.
Huge,
big right hand.
Huge right hand.
Oh, he's going to try to finish him. Got him.
Chancey's not going to let him up. He's not going to let up on this.
Big on top of the head.
And the crowd is going nuts.
I tell you what, if he doesn't finish him, he's going to burn himself out, maybe. That's always the fear.
Huge right hand. Huge right hand.
That's always the fear. You go real hard after catching somebody.
And another huge right hand.
I looked over and he was down. There's the replay on that one.
Yes. But Chris Walker back on his feet. Looks like he's ready to go. Shaking his head yes.
And no quit in him. He's marching him down.
Here we go.
He said, I want more. Give me some more of that.
Trying to establish a jab and not much behind the jab. And Chancey's going to walk through that.
Yeah,
here he comes.
He's just looking to drop that right hand on him.
Another big right hand.
Oh, you see that body shot was a good body shot. I don't think we're going to see. They might tire out.
Just
we might see 3 rounds,
here.
but we might both tire out. Heavyweights, that's an option.
Good jab.
That was a good jab. That's probably the first one I've seen Chancey throw.
Yeah, he's pretty heavy right-handed. Here he goes again.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for the stoppage, but this
yes, he is.
This Chris Walker doesn't have any quit in him.
No quit at all. Big tough kid.
That's the end of the first round.
Good 2 minutes.
It was a big 2 minutes. I mean, obviously we know that round went to Chancey Hensley, but man, that's a lot of heart right there out of Chris Walker.
That's excellent. Chancey Hensley goes by Big
Country. I wonder why.
24 years of age, played football and wrestled in high school. Amateur record of 2 wins and 1 loss.
And we got right there's Christopher Walker. He's 30 years old. He's from Lexington, Kentucky. This is his first amateur fight.
Wow.
I'm just here to have a good time. Victory's not my goal.
But it would be pretty cool to win, is what he says.
Pretty cool to win. Yeah.
Gotta love the attitude.
I don't know. I never went into a fight not wanting to win.
Well, you know, I can say this. In 30 professional boxing matches, I never finished lower than second.
That's true.
That's the best thing about boxing. You can't finish lower than second.
Yeah, that's true. 50-50 chance you get second or first place. Man, they're having a hard time with their feet on that canvas. It looks so wet from ringside right here. I don't know what it looks like on the pay-per-view.
The dew setting in. The temperature's dropped about 70 degrees at this point.
Big jab. Good jab right there.
We're closing in on quarter 12.
Oh, another big right hand. It's not going down.
Still not going down. Still punching back.
Oh, someone's gonna pull his groin.
No, that looked rough. That looked painful.
I mean, I almost feel like you can't sit down and punch because you're gonna.
No, you're gonna work inside.
Slip. Oh, come on. This is getting dangerous, to be
Yeah, this is
honest with you.
dangerous.
I wonder if we can get a towel in there or something.
But second round,
Adapt and overcome. That's all you can do.
right.
Evidently, that means throw less punches
True.
because they're not throwing any.
Work that jab. Stay on that back foot.
And Hensley could probably get away with not throwing too many more punches. He's won the first round and maybe
Another big right hand by him there.
he's won the second round up to date. And knowing that Chris has never really had a fight, he might not really know to push the action.
Another big body punch there. Walker staying right in there.
This is horrible. The condition of the canvas is just deteriorated so
The
bad.
dude's sitting at this point, like I said, this show normally would have been done an hour ago, but the
Yeah.
rain delay got us. And I would say rain delay, I mean monsoon delay.
It was a monsoon.
Yes.
I was surprised we were. When I showed up, I was surprised there was a show.
Yeah.
10 seconds. He's going to finish strong, which is important.
Another 2 rounds in the books. We got
It'd be nice if we can get somebody in there with a towel, try to.
2
at
minutes
least do
left to
something.
go in this heavyweight contest.
Still a pretty good crowd.
A lot of people stayed around.
There's a guy right behind me who's fighting the air.
He fought the pro earlier. That's the pro fighter from earlier.
Was he the winner or the
It's
loser?
Ryan McIntosh.
Did he win? Can't remember.
No.
Okay. Maybe I wouldn't take his advice.
He's got plenty of energy left.
But he's got a long left, I noticed. Ryan is enthusiastically giving advice to somebody in the ring, right? Is he giving it to Hensley over here? Is
Yeah,
that who it
sounds
is?
like it. Sounds like it.
Hensley seems to be looking at him, not looking at
He's still got
Donnie the Hammer
He's still got
Miller.
his hands wrapped from earlier, so he must be ready to go.
He's ready for another one. He's like, let's do 2. Talking about back in the 70s when they used to fight 2 in a night. Maybe tonight's the night. Is he your weight class, Adam?
No,
Bring you out of retirement.
never.
All right, third and final round.
Third and final round. Chris Walker, Chancey Hensley. Heavyweight amateurs.
Yeah, a lot of heart. Oh, never turn around. Yeah, there we go. Well, he got himself out of that one.
Yes, he did.
Turned him. Oh, he's catching some shots there.
Walker's a tough dude for his first amateur fight.
Definitely has some potential. I think he should stick with it.
I do too.
I don't know what gym he's in, but Thrive. He's in the Thrive tribe.
tribe.
Yeah, he definitely stay with that.
Mullet, he kind of looks like Big Country Nelson, doesn't he? Roy Nelson.
His belly's not as big as Roy's,
Right.
but yeah, I guess it's got the same
He's got the starter.
aesthetic.
He's got the starter kit.
It's got the starter kit. Same aesthetic for sure. I got more of Roy Nelson's belly than he does.
He's entertaining though. I'll give him that.
Roy Nelson are Big Country here.
Both of them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, evidently they got a good following. He's deaf in West Virginia. Got a tattoo on his back area of the state.
Spencer, West Virginia.
Spencer, I've been to Spencer. They used to only have one stoplight, but now they got a Walmart. All right, let's see. Finish strong. We're gonna see if they finish strong. I think Big Country's got this fight so far.
I think one of them's tired and the other one's glad he is.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, in a heavyweight bout like this in the amateurs, it's a sprint, and that is taxing on somebody that size.
Right. Especially guys that aren't used to going that many.
I took a 7-year layoff and came back and fought a guy who was 6'8", 6'6" maybe. He was tall. By the end of the first round, I thought I was about dead, and I was like, I was so out of shape.
Right.
And I'd lost 40 pounds for that fight. I'm still out of shape.
That's the fight.
That's the fight, ladies and gentlemen. I think that goes to Big Country, but we'll let it go to the scorecards, and we'll see.
All right, before we get our decision tonight, we want to thank you for being back in the action with us here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. We've missed you so much. And we'd like to say
Well, Adam, it's been a good night of fights. Gary had to leave us a little bit
Man,
early.
the
but
fights have been phenomenal.
hopefully Gary watches this. It's past his bedtime, so he had to get back home at his age.
Thank you to Jason Campbell of Pro Trusted
Gary's a legend in the sport around Parkersburg, West Virginia.
He is, and he's one of the greatest trainers, too.
Absolutely. He trained me for 3 fights, and I suffered an injury in the last fight I had with him. I won the fight, but I was out for 2 years.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, it was.
You've had some leg issues.
I had a concussion and whiplash from a punch behind the ear.
Oh man!
And like I said, I finished the fight, but later on that night, I leaned back on the couch, started
got
vomiting,
dizzy,
and it was bad.
Well, you've had some issues. I remember you tore your Achilles, right?
I tore my calf muscle.
Calf muscle, that's right. You tore your calf muscle, and then you just recently tore your quad.
Ruptured my quadricep tendon. Retired from boxing and tore my quadricep tendon weed eating around the house. Yeah.
What's going on here? He looks like he's in pain.
He's trying to get his gloves off.
Did he break his hand?
He's out of gas.
Yeah, you know these heavyweights.
Like the great philosopher Sling Blade would say, it ain't got no gas in it.
He's definitely out of gas. His opponent, who I think lost this fight, is still standing.
Yeah, he's got potential.
He's a big dude. He's tall, got reach.
He's got a heck of a chin. I'll give him that much.
Yeah, he got some grit. That's not something that you could train. You know, that's just something you either got it or you don't. But Big Country's on his back.
He's complaining of his back hurt.
Oh, he hurt his back. Probably on this ring.
Yeah,
probably slipping and sliding on this ring. Oh, looks like we're gonna do some back stretches or something.
Leave it all out there, baby. You got it.
Never like to see somebody get hurt. I've had back problems, and back problems are no joke.
Anyways.
So it looks like we're going to get a doctor in there, maybe a chiropractor, I'm not sure.
The ringside physician is in the ring to talk to Chancey.
Make sure he's okay.
While we wait on the official judge's scorecard. I got to remember to take my leaf blower home with me.
Hey, don't forget that leaf blower came in real handy. Probably should have used it between the fights, honestly.
True, in between rounds. Instead of a ring girl, we'll have a leaf blower.
The ring girl's didn't walk in the ring tonight. I saw that. Oh,
There he is.
he's starting. He's out. Oh, we got Kenny walking. Fired up.
Yeah, the ring girls stayed outside the ring. We had Danielle Hugert and Sarah Staley, veteran ring girls.
Yeah, we couldn't let him bring the water in the ring.
Your winner,
Big Country.
Big Country, Chancey Hensley.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you watching the fights. If you're on pay-per-view tonight and took a chance to watch, we appreciate that.
Summer Smackdown 3, Gough Hazard, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Thank you, Joe Payne.
Thank you, Adam Collins. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.